Okie dokie. Hello! Welcome. We're halfway through the week. Today we're going to be playing more Doki Doki Literature Club. Because we finished off Halo Combat Evolve. We still got to make our way to the rest of this list. We're going to be playing one of the many Doki Doki Literature Club mods. This one is focused on Sayori. I don't know what to expect. I hope it's okay. I hope there's nothing too crazy in here. I know people like to get very creative with their fan fiction, with their mods, whatever. But from what I hear, this is one of the better mods for Doki Doki Literature Club. So I think we're gonna have a good time. Made sure I have my water because I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking. You gotta read all of the lines here in this lovely visual novel game. I also had to do a little bit of file editing. There's no dedicated like mod stuff, but it's not super hard, just copying files over. But without further ado, we can go ahead and get started here. We're gonna swap things over. Boom. There we go. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and somebody. Oh. Oh. Monica failed to load. Proceed anyway? Yeah. Oh. Interesting. Make the text go a little faster. We're gonna turn everything down by like this much. Full screen, skip, anything? No, I think that's all I need. Alright, new game. What is your name? Trooper. Act 1, Savior, you came for me. Why? Hey yo. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Aha, well, here goes nothing. Wait a minute. She's still here? How's that possible? I can't control it anymore. Ooh, I really messed up. Help me. Nah. Sucks to suck. See ya. I wake up and gasp for air. What the hell was that? My entire brain feels like it's about to explode. I look at my hands, shaking as if I just survived an artillery... Oh, what? An artillery strike. I try to recall the events of the dream, but everything's blank. Why did it freak me out? I barely remember what it was even about. I look at my phone. It's Android. Pretty late. Looks like I need some painkiller. What the fuck? Alright, casual abuse of medication here. Looks like I need some painkillers if I want to be in my best shape for the festival. I get out of bed and make my way to the door, using my familiarity with the surroundings to walk through the darkness. My shaky hands fumble for the doorknob. I take a moment to calm myself down and open the door. As I walk to the bathroom, my achy mind starts to race. I think about the festival and how fun it's going to be. I'll be spending it with Sayori today, and I won't let anything get in the way of that. Although now that I think about it, I should have offered to do that in the first place. My eyes more accustomed to the darkness, I walk towards the bathroom and open the door. As I'm moving to turn the light, something catches my eye. I see a light outside, but it's not the street lamp on the sidewalk. Curious, I walk to the window, leaving the lights off. It's Sayori. Her bedroom light is on. What's she doing up? Maybe she forgot to turn off her light? What is she up to right now? Is something bothering her? Then it hits me. Yesterday, she told me everything. About her depression. About how she feels about me. Is it really as bad as she says? I can't even begin to fathom the pain she's gone through. I try to put it out of my mind, but it keeps racing as I close the door and head back to my room. Why is she awake? Is she crying? Maybe I should check on her. That's what boyfriends do, right? I need to help her, or at least make sure she's okay. Wait, wouldn't that make her feel bad? She said she feels bad when people try to help her. Who am I kidding? She said she loves me. I should have spent more time with her yesterday. I should have spent more time with her in general. She's been dropping hints this whole time. She probably feels terrible when I don't pick up on them. It's no wonder she's up crying. Is she crying? I don't even know. I feel an extreme sense of anxiety overcome me. I'm such an idiot. She poured her heart out to me, and I didn't even think to spend more time with her to work things out. That's it. I'm going to see her. I love her and I want to do everything I can to help her. The night is quiet except for a few bugs chirping. Baki versus Goku. Who I got? I love Baki, bro. Goku. He's gonna wipe the floor with him, man. Like it's not close. As soon as he starts firing fucking energy beams and shit, and ki blasts and kamehamehas, bro, like it's done. He's dusted. Sorry, Baki. Now his dad, Yujiro Hanma. Maybe then we have an even fight. Man has canonically tanked a nuclear explosion. So I think he might got it. I look to Sayori still alight rooms as I walk across our lawn. They both seem to have a decent chance. No. Maybe if he severely inhibits himself and says, okay, we're only doing martial arts. Then maybe it'd be interesting. But like I still feel a literal alien is probably gonna be stronger, but you never know, man. As I reach her front door and move my hand to ring the doorbell, I start to second guess myself. Is this really a good idea? I ring the doorbell. It's the same thing with Batman vs. Superman. Superman's a good guy. Batman is not. Batman has no quarrels and no inhibitors when it comes to like taking somebody out. He literally had contingency plans for everybody in the Justice League, including himself. Superman would like try and talk the shit out, and even if he doesn't, and he decides he has to fight, he's not gonna kill you. All right? He's probably not even gonna severely harm you. Batman doesn't give a fuck. Kryptonite bullet for all of y'all. Looks like I'm really doing this. Do you think Goku would kill Baki? No, Goku doesn't kill people. I don't think he well, that's wrong. He does, but like only people that he's given no other option, like Cell, Majin Buu, Frieza. But like regular people who just want to fight, he's not gonna kill him, man. I think he would look at fighting Baki as like, oh, this is just for fun. He's not gonna kill him. Sayori shouldn't be too mad that I'm bothering her at this hour. Right? I stand for a few seconds. Is she still awake? Still Baki or Goku? Goku. I walk towards the side of her house to check if her light is still on. Sure enough, like, don't... Okay. I keep trying to read, but this is an interesting question. So, Goku is trained in like 10 to 100 times gravity. Man legitimately hits like a truck. He's fought all sorts of aliens, androids, literal gods, And for lots of those fights, he was just straight up throwing hands, dude. Like, he wasn't using Ki Blast. Maybe he powered up. Maybe he went Super Saiyan or whatever other form that he was in. But, like, he was throwing punches and kicks. If he doesn't punch a hole through Baki on accident, like, he's still gonna get washed. Sure enough, I still see her light on from the corner of her house. I return to the front door and anxiously peer into the window. Creepy. A few seconds pass, I get a bit worried now. I mean, we used to come here to each other's houses unannounced as kids. Surely this won't be a faux pas. I open the door and close it behind me, careful not to make too much noise. Breaking and entering, dude. Sayori, it's me. I saw your lights on and I'm just checking in. Baki would move all of his vital organs from the hole. Now I know you're trolling, Doug. No response. Sorry if I woke you up, I just got a bit worried. Did I skip something? Oh, no, it's just no response. Sorry if I woke you up, I just got a bit worried. I hear nothing but the muffled sounds of bugs outside. Okay, I'm coming upstairs. I head up the steps to the door. Hello? I know you're in there, dummy. Can you hear me? I hear nothing. Alright, this is getting a little silly. I put my hand on the doorknob and gently open the door. Sayori. What the hell? I'm in total shock. Sayori and I stare at each other for what seems like a million years. Sayori, what? Huh? What? I struggle to even form a sentence. I just stand there looking at Sayori, looking as shocked as I am. Trooper, why did you come check on me today? You were supposed to have fun at the festival with everyone. Sayori's voice shakes as he talks. It sends a chill down my spine. I don't even know how to feel. Here's my childhood friend, her head through her noose, ready to kick the chair over at any time. I feel like my chest is going to explode. Sayori, what are you doing? Please, come down. I only want to help. I just want to talk. This is all my fault. I should have told her those things yesterday. Now Sayori is... Trooper, you can't help me. Nobody can. I don't deserve help from anybody. That's not true. I care so much for you, Sayori. She shakes her head. You don't have to lie to make me feel better, Trooper. I know how worthless I am. I'm such a terrible friend for putting this on you. Sayori's expression hasn't changed since I arrived. Why isn't anything I say working? Sayori, I would never lie to you. I just want you to come down from there. I don't want you to blame yourself anymore. It's not your fault you're feeling like this. It's mine. I'm the one who's been such a terrible friend. As I say this, it hits me how badly I've treated her. Jesus Christ, how I insulted her in the club. Oh, I was thinking like the actual club, the literature club. Okay, so yeah, so this mod picks up basically near the end of Act 1, right before the festival, and right before Sayori dies in the original game. And it's assuming that you picked Natsuki as the route you were working on. That's why we have references to that stuff right here. So she's saying, I'm saying rather, my character, how I insulted her in the club in front of her friends, called her out on her insecurities, and straight up ignored her for Natsuki at one point. Alright, it's messed up. How could I take her for granted for so long? What the hell was wrong with me? Sayori says nothing. She looks just about ready to end it all. I love you. I would have told you sooner, but I was too afraid you'd be creeped out and stop talking to me. Everything I said yesterday is true. You mean everything to me. If I lose you, I lose the dearest thing to me. I'm terrified and I can't bear the sight of watching her stand there. Why won't you just come down? Trooper, you... I would be holy shit. Read the line. I would be breaking your heart, wouldn't I? I would still be a terrible friend if I left. Please, Sayori. Please come down. If not for you, then for me. I've never been so scared in my entire life. Every word that comes out of my mouth could determine whether or not my best friend lives or dies. Suddenly, Sayori slowly pulls her head out of the noose and sets it aside. I feel a huge sense of relief. I reach my hand out to grab hers and help her down from the chair, her expression remaining unchanged. Okay, Sayori, I'm here now. I walk over slowly to her, never letting her gaze leave mine. I take her arms in my hands. As soon as I feel the warmth of her body, my emotions take over. Unable to hold it together anymore, I begin to sob uncontrollably. Noticing my distress, I feel her returning my embrace as she starts crying too. You said you got a TPK in Darkest Dungeon yesterday. Got to the boss. Oh, you had a boss. Oh, so you found him super early. You just walked to the next room on the third mission, and you got wiped. That sucks, man. Who'd you end up fighting? Noticing my distress, I felt her return my embrace, and she starts crying too. After a few minutes of sobbing together, I still feel the intensity of emotion I felt a few minutes ago. How could you do this to me? That is not the right thing to say to somebody who just tried to unalive themselves. What are you doing, MC? You don't immediately start blame. What the fuck is going on, man? I didn't know you cared so much for me. The floating skeleton blue man? The collector? Yeah, that guy. He's fun. The random encounter boss. Sorry, I've always cared for you. I've just been so insecure I never told you. Ever since we were just kids, I always felt something for you. I always felt the same way, and I didn't think you liked me back. Even after you told me yesterday, I just didn't believe it. Spending time with you after school, just like old times, it helped reignite my feelings that have always been there for you. I just didn't know how to act upon them, and I now realize I should have been there for you. Sayori's hands start shaking as they grip my back. Whoa, did I skip something? So I realized I should have been there. Her hands start shaking as they grip my back. Okay, yeah, we're still hugging. Trooper, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I put you through this pain. I don't deserve you. I'm just a rain cloud on your sunny day, Trooper. I try to be cautious with my words. It's okay, Sayori. Please, I'm here now. You make me happy. You're everything to me. Oh, isn't that sweet? Isn't that sweet? If I lost you, I wouldn't know how to go on. Trooper, it hurts. It hurts so much to know you care about me, but am I really causing her this much pain? If it makes you happy, I'll carry on for you. I think you should want to live too. That should be pretty important, but we'll take the little victories, right? Baby steps, man. Sayori, holding me close, looks up at me and gives me a smile. A genuine smile. Okay, well that's good. A smile I haven't seen in a long time. Sayori, you have no idea how happy I am to hear that. Sayori lets me go and sits on the floor next to me, holding my hand. I love you too. But please, can everything just be the same way it's always been? I decided not to break up our depression. Yeah, I would hope not. I would hope not. She needs medical help, yes, but I think I'll just hold off on that for now. That's fine. Anything for you, Sayori. You're my closest friend, and I'll always be here for you. She clenches my hand tightly. I hope I'm not saying the wrong thing. You said it was fucked up because you didn't have any gear or trinkets because it was the third mission. You also didn't have any of the buildings unlocked. Yeah, man. Sometimes the game just, decides it wants to fuck you, bro. So, sometimes you roll all nat ones, dog. It fits with the theme. I mean, it's grim, dark fantasy. Everything is terrible. Yeah. Shit, man, it might be how it is in Mothership. It depends on how the dice roll, right? You might get something mildly harmless like a loot bug, or you might get a bracken or a jester, right? Just roll well. That's all I can say. Roll well. This time Sayori pulls me in for a hug. Can we just stay like this? I gently nod and comfort her. I feel her body shake a little. A gentle sobs muffled in my shirt. The warmth of her body gives me a sense of comfort I never felt before. I'm relieved. I'm sad. I'm glad I have a chance to hold you close to me again. It didn't work. I could have sworn I typed the right thing. Nah, your code is trash. This can't be possible. I'm the one in control. Why would you just hate them? Learn how to code, Monica. Learn how to code. I checked the time on my phone. It's around 7 o'clock, which is usually the time I wake up for school. Sayori's head is resting gently on my shoulder, and my back is against the foot of the bed. God, what do I do? It seems like an appropriate moment to skip school, but what about the others? A DM doing a TPK in the first season is just wrong. Incorrect. See Mothership. You motherfuckers almost died and didn't even get halfway into the facility, bro. It depends on the game. Obviously, like regular tabletops, yeah, probably no TPK. But like, if the players want to go and fight the final boss in session 1, I'm the type of DM I'll let you do it, bro. Your actions have consequences, my guy. This seems like an appropriate moment to skip school. Okay, what about the others? If they start worrying, wouldn't that make Sayori feel worse? I feel Sayori tremble in her sleep. She must have been crying even way after I dozed off. Poor girl. I rest my head. I rest my head back and let out a sigh. He said, nah, if a DM threw a boss at me on the first session while I'm walking into another room, we throwing hands. Fair enough. I rest my head back and let out a sigh. I think I'll just rest here with her. Yeah, this is nice, in a bittersweet sort of way. Sayori lifts her head off my shoulder and slowly opens her eyes. They're still red from all the tears. Trooper, what happened last night? Was I really about to... Sayori looks up at the ceiling fan and noose is still tied around the blade. Without thinking, I pick myself up from the floor and quickly undo the noose. As I hold it in my hands, a rush of memories from a few hours prior comes crashing in, like a dam finally giving way. If I knock your ass out, he chillin'. We run his pockets. They were still on my dice. I just bought these dice. This thing in my hands. Hey. Welcome in. We just talked Sayori out of committing die. Out of unaliving herself. And now it's the morning after. It was going to take my best friend away. I roll up the rope and stuff it in my... Okay, sure. It looks a bit silly, but I don't know where else to properly dispose of it at the moment. Yeah. Sayori is still sitting on the floor and looks up at me. She looks as innocent as ever, except this time she's not hiding how broken she is inside. I don't know what to say, but lucky for me, Sayori opens her mouth. Can we go to school? I'm taken aback by this question. But then again, Sayori doesn't want anybody to worry about her. And she's the kind of girl that likes to pretend nothing even happened. But after all this, Sayori, are you sure? You don't have to go to school. We can just call in sick. Sayori finally stands up and takes a deep breath. I just don't want anybody to worry. I want to go to school. Will you come with me? These words, they have a childlike connotation to them. Way more childish than usual. She almost sounds like a lost kid. Of course, Sayori, I'll support you wherever you go. Thank you, Trooper. I walk a properly dressed Sayori, that is a weird description, to, I would assume, properly dressed to our usual morning spot until I realize I'm still in my clothes from last night. There's the connection. Yeah, I look like shit. Cool. Silly Trooper. Yikes, I almost forgot. I'm almost forgetting the cupcakes for the fest. Oh, I forgot. In Natsuki's route, you make cupcakes. Okay. Do you mind if I... Go ahead, Trooper. I'll be okay. Sayori's trying hard to put a forced smile on her face. I feel absolutely useless. It's incredibly discouraging. I walk over to my house and quickly head inside. Gotta get the cupcakes for the festival. I slowly put on my uniform and remove the noose from my pants. This thing. I walk over to the trash can and throw it away. As I grab the cupcakes from yesterday, I think about last night. The word has never felt as heavy before. Sure, it's a pressing subject, but when a close friend is about to do it right in front of you, I slam my fist on the wall. Why her? Why did it have to be her? Why does she have to be cursed with such a terrible thing? What did I miss? We're playing the mod for Doki Doki Literature Club. It takes place... Yes, we did save her. It takes place the day right before the festival, assuming that you took the route to spend time with Natsuki, the girl who gets beat by her dad and also makes cupcakes. And likes anime and cute things, right? So we ended up going to check on Sayori the night she was about to take her life, and we ended up talking her down, and now it's the day after the day of the festival, and we're on our way to school.
Cope.
Cope is crazy. Holy shit. Why did she have to be cursed with such a terrible thing? I realized I'm tearing up. I take a deep breath and regain my composure. Oh my god. You guys. Too much. I don't want to make Sayori worry anymore. I look at Sayori from a distance. She's looking up at the sky, seemingly counting the clouds that she sees as her eyes dart back and forth. I wonder what she's thinking. What could possibly be going on in her head? Maybe I'd be able to read her better if we hadn't drifted apart. I walk up to Sayori and put a smile on my face. Hey, you ready to go? Yeah, I was counting the clouds. We start making our way towards the school. The clouds look pretty gray today, don't they? Yeah, you're right. Hopefully it doesn't rain. I was hoping my attempt at humoring Sayori would make her at least crack a smile, but she continues looking up at the sky, sadly. This is... hopeless. What do I even do in a situation like this? She was about to take her life last night. She needs professional help. What's a loser like me supposed to do for a girl like Sayori? I brought out my thoughts when I feel Sayori interlock her arm with mine. She doesn't say anything, and I think she likes it that way for now. Cupcakes! Sayori and I arrive at the literature club in time to prepare for the festival. I set the cupcakes down on a nearby desk. Lots of decorations are already up. And the first person to greet us is Monica. Hey, you made it! She glances at Sayori. Bombastic side-eye at Sayori. It's nice to see you, Sayori. You're lying. I know what you did. Monica beams a smile at us and sits back down, continuing to make the pamphlets. She's like, what? That wasn't supposed to happen. Yuri is finishing up her banner, and Natsuki's preparing a table for all the sweets. I decide to see if I can help Natsuki out at all. I call out to her. Hey, Natsuki. She turns around excitedly. Oh, hi. Notice. Natsuki notices Sayori in the room and seems to struggle with her words. Hey, glad you could both make it. She avoids eye contact with Sayori and I. Perhaps it was the exchange between us yesterday? Sayori begins to slowly step forward. Hey, how's it going, Natsuki? Sayori then notices the white, fluffy cupcakes on the table. Sayori fiddles with her hands, something I haven't seen her do in quite a while. Can I have a cupcake, please? I'm a little taken aback by how happy and calm Sayori seems to be. No, they're for the festival. But it's only one. I can't help but laugh at Sayori's whiny attitude. It's almost as if this morning never even happened. What could she be thinking right now? How did you keep this mask on after what happened this morning? Hey, did Monica move your manga collection again? Sayori points her at the closet door in the back of the room. Natsuki looks back and turns back. Natsuki looks back and turns back around to Sayori. Interesting. What do you mean? In the amount of time it took Natsuki to turn around, Sayori had already grabbed a cupcake and taken a bite. Oh, she's slick. She swiped the cupcake. Hey, I told you those are for the festival. You're such a kid, Sayori. Jeez. But they're so good. I couldn't help but chuckle a little bit. Seemingly the tension that was in the room only moments earlier has appeared to vanish. Sayori and Natsuki start talking about the rest of the food as if nothing has happened. I turn over to Yuri, hard at work creating a banner for the festival. It's a nice gradient of purple to yellow with spots of white that represent stars. I observe Yuri painting the letters out with black ink. She seems enthralled with her work, the same way she looks when she's reading. Her movements are elegant and graceful, almost as if her timid nature has just vanished. Hey Yuri, I really like how the banner looks. She jumps a little bit, obviously shocked by my sudden entrance. Oh, sorry about that. It's okay. I'm glad you could be here with us today. Monica said you wouldn't be here. Monica? Why would she say that? Well, it's no matter. I'm here, aren't I? Well, I just got caught up with a few things. I'm okay. Do you need help with the banner? That's okay. I'm almost finished anyway. What do you think? Yuri delicately moves over, looking elsewhere as if to avoid eye contact with me. It looks great, Yuri. You're an excellent painter. I almost said partner. Yikes. Yuri slowly looks away, clearly embarrassed, but I see her crack a small smile. No, I'm not that good. But thank you. It means a lot coming from you. She finally gives me a full smile, which makes me feel a little warm inside. I leave Yuri to her business and decide to check on Monica. Hey, how are the pamphlets coming along? Oh, they're coming out okay. Thanks for checking on me. I wanted to ask about Sayori. I know you guys worked together over the weekend. I wanted to know if anything felt off about her. Monica noticeably fidgets. Guilty! Guilty! While keeping a smile on her face. Oh. She was fine. She didn't seem too different from her usual self. It looks like my audio's peaking. Give me, like... Yeah, let's put it down to there. Settings. Go like that. There we go. She was fine. She didn't seem too different from her usual self. I feel like Monica's hiding something from me. Oh, she absolutely is. Absolutely. What exactly did you tell Sayori, Monica? The day that you said you talked to her for me. What did you say to her? I feel myself getting angry. I'm big mad. I'm fuming. Why am I getting angry? Monica stands up quickly, startling me in the process. You should stop asking so many questions. Holy shit, lady! You said stop asking so many questions, Trooper. I don't think you would like the answer. Oh! Are you okay? Thanks for the update, Monica. Keep up the good work. Okay. I went back over to Sayori and Natsuki. It seemed to be getting along just fine. Okay, everyone. It's about time for the festival to begin. Let's get ready to share our poems. Oh crap, I almost forgot about the poem. Too much happened over the weekend. Hey, Monica. I'm really sorry, but I forgot my poem. Just got caught up with a few things today. That's okay, Trooper. It happens sometimes. I think you must feel pretty nervous right about now. Here, I have a perfect one for you. Adventure. Amazing. Bed. Bliss. Broken charm. Charm. Broken calm. Charm. Cheer. Childhood. Clumsy. Comfort. Cry. She can't be here, but she must be. She's my life. But is she my world? Yes, calm. I was reading ahead. It seems like something I would write. I'll be happy presenting this. Glad you think so, Trooper. I thought of you when I picked it out. Better than anything the other girls could write. Holy shit. The tea! Damn. What? What? That last line caught me off guard. Did Monica really say that? We should get in order. People are waiting, or walking in. I'm a little stunned at how many people showed up for this. Most likely it was for the cupcakes, but I didn't pay too much attention to that. Natsuki volunteers to go first, because it's pretty strange of her to do.
My world. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. Because you are my world.
It was really nice. Natsuki seems different from yesterday. She somehow seems more at ease and comfortable with showing some emotions. She even accepted a compliment from someone talking about her cupcakes. She sits back down at her seat, and we all applaud for Natsuki. That was great, Natsuki. Awesome job. I knew you guys would be impressed. Yuri is the next to go.
One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in a blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. And now that you're here, our sandcastles become stronger. And I feel no fear when the tide draws near. You give me the strength I need to stay on this beach.
It's pretty good. Yuri, while remaining as shy as she usually is, seemed way more confident sharing her poem to everybody. She even walked off the stage gracefully as if she just won a beauty pageant. These girls have really improved, haven't they? Nice job, Yuri. You killed it up there. Thank you. Sayori is next up on the stage. I'm a little worried about how she'll handle herself up there.
Dear Sunshine, thank you for waking me up today, but the rain clouds won't go away. It seems a little brighter today, but when you're here, they seem to fade away. Sometimes I feel afraid, sometimes I feel alone, but when I hold you tight, you push the rainy day away.
Alright. Nice. Beautiful. I nearly said that out loud. I even felt a tear roll down my cheek. I might even be a little bit biased. Just a few moments ago, I could have lost her. I watched her happily skip off the stage and sit next to me. That was beautiful, Sayori. Did I make you cry, Trooper? What? Of course not. Somebody's cutting onions. Jeez, Trooper, I'm not as dumb as you think, you know. We tease each other a bit before Monica walks up on stage. Holy shit, you're looking rough! She looks as confident as ever, yet she seems a little stressed. Yeah. I noticed bags under her eyes. Maybe this festival has been stressing her out.
Hole in my heart. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. No. Why did they speak? They're no longer poems. I can't control it, this endless pain. It won't stop. But a poem isn't actually finished. It just stops moving. No longer to compose my
Oh! Well, this is in base 64, which is an encoding, so I think you can decode this. She's losing it? Absolutely. Base. Hold on. Do one of these. Maybe I could just actually look it up. Doki Doki Literature Club. I recognize that anyway, man. I've had to do stuff with that before. Literature Club, Salvation, Mod, Base, 64 stuff. Unless there's nothing specifically about it and I just have to go and look for it myself. You know what? I think you just go back. I think you just go back in the VOD and you can decode it yourself. You just gotta type that in. It's been up there long enough, and plus there's a pause functionality. Because unfortunately, it doesn't want to let me copy and paste, which I'm not typing all this shit out right now. I refuse on principle. All right, well, yeah, there you go. She said something in code. What was that? I didn't exactly understand the last line, but no one else seemed to really notice. I just went along with it. Again, confident as ever, Monica walks off stage. Monica really is a nice person. She's just misunderstood. I don't holy shit. I don't know exactly what Sayori meant, so I brushed it off as her spouting her nonsense again. As hours go by, and it's safe to say the festival was a success. We got a lot of people's attention with the poem reading, and especially the cupcakes. As I walk out of school with Sayori, I realize how tired I actually am. Sigh. What a day. Hey Trooper, can we talk about this morning? I feel a chill down my spine. The festival almost made me forget about what happened earlier today. Suddenly Monica calls out to us. Hey, amazing job at the festival, you guys. You did great, especially you, Trooper. I can't help but blush a little. Here, I have the amazing, talented, wonderful Monica accompanying my poem, even though she picked it out for me. What am I saying? Gee, Monica, thanks. I appreciate the kind words. Monica looks over to Sayori, gives her a smile, and turns back to me. I notice Sayori fidget with her hands a little. Am I missing something here? Well, Trooper, I have an after party planned for tonight. Don't you think it's time we properly celebrate the amazing start of our literature club? I look over at Sayori, who doesn't seem too happy with this idea. She still needs to talk to me after all. Well, I was going to walk Sayori home tonight, and I'm pretty tired after today. I might head off to bed myself. Oh, you're going with Sayori. Well, come on, Trooper. I'm sure you'd have more fun with me, right? Parties are much more fun than lying in bed all day. Is that shade? Do I detect shade? Why would she say that? I look over at Sayori with shocked eyes, only to find her looking down at her feet, kicking the gravel around. Alright, Monica, thanks for the invite, but I think I'll pass. Sayori as well. I wrap my arm around Sayori and start walking home. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Trooper. Have fun with Sayori. I can't help but feel a little bit of tension in the air after she said that, but Monica understands, right? Sayori stays quiet the whole walk home. I decided to ask her why she acted strangely when Monica showed up. Sayori, has Monica been treating you badly? Is she the cause of all this? No, Monica's amazing. She's so sweet. But I thought I remembered you saying that Monica told you that. Well, except for that one day. She said lots of mean things to me, Trooper. Horrible things. She said I was only a burden to you at the club. She said all I do is hold you back. Sayori begins to cry again, and I quickly pull her into an embrace. Don't listen to her, Sayori. She doesn't understand. You would never be a burden to me. You never hold me back in anything. In fact, you're the very reason I get up every morning. Being able to see that smile on yours every day, it motivates me to keep on going. Sayori lets go of me, and I grab both her hands and look directly into the crystal blue eyes shining in Look directly into her crystal blue eyes shining in the moonlight. They are super blue, aren't they? I never noticed. I will always love you. Aww. And then the kiss. And I expect a large slap across my face, but it never happens. Instead, I feel a kiss back. My heart starts beating incredibly fast. I feel my face heating up. It must have lasted for a good minute before I had to catch my breath. Yeah, they kissing. Ooh. Like they confessed to each other. They're a boyfriend and girlfriend now. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to do anything you weren't ready for. That's okay, Trooper. That made me feel a little better. Classic Sayori. Always making light of an awkward situation. Now, Keith. She's always been good at that. Sayori yawns and rubs her eyes. Well, I'm pretty sleepy now. I had a long day today. I can't help but feel worried about her. Without thinking, I immediately popped the question. Yo, we're asking her to marry us? Gets down on one knee. Do you want me to stay with you? Oh, that's different. That's different. You want to stay at my house? Is that a bit much? Well, no, it's just... You haven't stayed over in a long time. Well, for old time's sake. Alright. Come on inside, Trooper. Hey, Dirk made this. I can neither confirm nor deny, bro. I'm just saying it reads like fan fiction so far. But it's a highly rated mod in the community. So I hear the sound of my alarm and open my eyes. Jeez, it's already time to wake up. I force myself up from Sayori's couch and stretch. I look at my phone to see a text message from Monica. Hey, sorry to bother you so early in the morning, Trooper, but school was canceled today. No meeting after school either. Odd. I don't remember any announcement saying school would be canceled today. I responded, canceled, do you know why? And get up off the couch. I quickly walk up to Sayori's room and gently knock on her door, slightly afraid that she won't respond. Sure enough, Sayori's sleepy voice answers me through the door. I let out a sigh of relief hearing this. Trooper, thanks for checking on me. Wait outside so we can walk to school, okay? Did Monica not tell her about school being canceled? Before I can explain the situation to Sayori, she walks out of her room in her uniform. Hey, why aren't you dressed, Trooper? Monica didn't tell you school was canceled today. I thought it was pretty strange, too. Well, I guess no literature club today. Sayori has a look of disappointment on her face, but I can't help but feel like she was slightly relieved. Well, go get dressed, Sayori. We should make this day off count, don't you think? What do you mean? I mean, let's go to the cafe. We haven't been there together in a long time. It'll be just like old times. I offer my hand to Sayori, who seems pretty excited at the idea. She grabs my hand and gives me a warm smile. Trooper, that sounds awesome. I'd love to. Sayori rushes back into her room and comes out in casual clothing. Alright, I'm ready. We arrive at the cafe, and a burst of nostalgia hits me so hard I nearly fall over. Oh my god. I assume Sayori felt the same way as she nearly trips over her own feet. What? I grab her arm to keep her from falling over. Clumsy as ever, huh? Hey, don't be mean. I know you felt it too. I'd be lying if I said the cafe didn't remind me of the good times. Thinking back to when we were kids, Sayori and I would always order the cinnamon buns. They were her? I mean, I think they were our favorite, because I could fuck with some cinnamon buns, bro. Cinnamon buns are good. Back when times were simpler. Back when Sayori wasn't depressed. I wonder. Making sure she cannot hear me, I walk over to the counter and place a special order for Sayori and I. Oh hey, Sayori and Trooper, I didn't expect to see you here. Is it Natsuki? I recognize that voice anywhere, yet I somehow don't feel happy to hear it. Fuck. There she is. Oh, hey, Monica. Funny seeing you here. Well, this is a cafe after all. Why wouldn't I be here? They have the best coffee. Mind if I hang out with you guys? I slightly hesitated answering her question. This was supposed to be a date for Sayori and I. I didn't want to be rude to Monica though, so I reluctantly offer her a place to sit. Sayori fidgets in her chair but keeps a smile on her face the whole way. Hey, Monica, glad you could join us. Sure, I guess so, Sayori. Hey, good thing Trooper didn't leave you hanging this morning. Leave you hanging that morning? Jesus Christ. She has no chill, dude. Oh God. Before I could even react to what Monica just said, the cinnamon buns arrive at the table. The rust of nostalgia just melts me away. You ordered cinnamon buns? That's so sweet, Soup. I can't believe you remembered these. These are my favorite. Oh, you're such a kid, Sayori. Why don't you just grow up already? Lady! What are you doing? Bro, say something, man. Say something, dog. That caught me off guard. Is really Monica talking right now? This would have been fine coming from Natsuki, but Monica... I don't think it would have been fine doing that either, but... at least that would be on brand, you know? Why is she being so mean? I was just saying... Well, please, don't even play like that with me, Sayori. You and I both know how depressed you are. Look at you. Quit acting like a kid for once. What the hell? I can't let this go on any longer. Okay, Monica, I don't know what your problem is, but I think you should leave. Good. What is this face she's making? Oh yes, of course. Sorry, Trooper. Didn't mean to ruin your little date. They turned her into a mean girl. They turned Monica into a fucking mean girl, bro. That's cursed. That's cursed. Monica walks out of the cafe, leaving Sayori and I at the table. Sayori's looking down at her feet. I'm starting to realize how badly this is getting to her. I should say something. Hey, Sayori, it's okay. Don't listen to a word that she said. Something is wrong with her. I'm sure she didn't mean any of the things she said. I don't know about that. I think she meant it, bro. That was some very targeted tea she was throwing, man. I'm at a loss for words. What else am I supposed to say here? I'm still in shock those words even left Monica's mouth. It's okay, Trooper. As long as you enjoy your time here, I'll be happy too. She gives me a faint smile. Do you think I act like a kid? What? What kind of question is that? And so what if you do? I like you for who you are. Sayori gives me another faint smile. I decided there's only one thing left to do. I almost forgot. I grabbed a piece of cinnamon bun and placed it in Sayori's mouth. It seems all of Sayori's thoughts just slipped away. I proceeded to join in on a nostalgia hype train and take a bite too. I wish you would stop using the word nostalgia. That'd be cool. Yep, just like old times. Nostalgia and hype train in the sentence is crazy. Sayori and I finish up at the cafe and start walking back home. Monica's words are still ringing in my head. What's her problem? She used to be supportive and caring for Sayori. Did she really mean all of those things? Sayori stays quiet as we walk home. Sayori? Don't forget you can still talk to me about this stuff. I'm here for you. It's okay, Trooper. Being here with you makes today a happy day anyway. Sayori gives me a big smile. I decide to trust her. I mean, things will be fine as long as I stay by her side. Right? Right? I'm still not too sure how Sayori truly feels. It's off-putting how happy she acts sometimes. Although maybe that's not so much of a bad thing. I just have to figure out this Monica situation on my own. Suddenly Sayori calls out to someone. Hey, Natsuki. Sure enough, an out-of-breath Natsuki shows up seemingly out of nowhere. It seems like she just finished running a marathon. Hey guys. What Where were you running from, Natsuki? You don't look properly dressed for a jog. Oh, silly. Sayori and I helped Natsuki over to the nearest bench and set her down. You should catch your breath, Natsuki. You look really tired. 5 minutes pass and Natsuki seems just about up to speed again. I was running from something. It's not any of your business, though. Well, if it's your personal business, I won't bother you about it. Okay, good. Alright. We hang out on the bench for a few hours talking about school, the literature club, and Natsuki's cooking. Oh, guys, it's getting late. You should probably head home. Natsuki noticeably looks a little nervous, as if something was bothering her. What's wrong, Natsuki? Nothing. I'll just walk with you guys a little bit more. Sayori and I share a concerned look, but we don't want to bug Natsuki about it. She's trying to run just anywhere that's not the house right now, I assume. Hooray, we're home. I shake my head once more at Sayori's childish behavior, but I guess that's the kind of girl she is. Dude, what? Okay. He's not really childish, but sure. Also, you are literally children, but sure. Go off, though. Hey, Sayori, do you mind if I spend a night at your place tonight? Just for tonight, though. And I don't want to keep you... Oh, wow. I fumbled that. And I don't want you to keep me up all night with your silly games, either. Sayori looks shocked and excited at the same time. Yay, sleepover. But why so suddenly, Natsuki? Won't your dad get worried? Natsuki hesitates for a moment, looking to the side as if she was checking for something. Well, don't worry about that. Geez, Sayori, you're always trying to get into everyone's business. Sorry, Natsuki, you're just so cute. Sayori knew exactly what she was doing when she said that. I'm not cute! Sayori, giggling, rushes inside her house and slams the door shut, leaving angry Natsuki on the front porch. Natsuki sighs and smiles. Man, Sayori, as knowing as she can be, she never fails to leave a smile on my face. Natsuki turns towards me, looking a little worried. Hey, Trooper, I don't know how else to tell you this, so here, just take it already. She hands me a piece of paper, looking away to avoid eye contact. What's this? A poem? Don't read it in front of me. Read it when you're at home. Alright, sorry. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Trooper. Have a good night. I wish Natsuki a good night and head over to my house. The sun is fully out! But alright, thank you. I open up the note and begin reading. So, this wasn't easy to write, and it definitely wasn't easy to say in person, so this note's the best way I could do this. I've been having a lot of issues at home. Serious issues. It's the reason I ran away from home today. My dad treats me so badly. He never feeds me, and he hits me a lot. I just wanted to let you know because I know I can trust you. And I know you won't tell anyone. Just don't bring this up tomorrow. We can talk about this later. Okay? Natsuki. I had to reread the note at least 3 times. Natsuki is a victim of abuse? I never would have guessed. She seems like the kind of girl that could stand up for herself. Dude, she is pint-sized. What do you mean? Alright, I struggled to even imagine all the pain Natsuki must feel every day. Something needs to be done, but I can't go against Natsuki's wishes. I'm sure when the time is right, she'll talk to me about it more. I thought she might have had like another underlying health condition or something, because I remember she passed out from what I think was low blood sugar, but I guess it could just be not being fed too. That makes sense. Those kind of things coincide, I guess. But we knew that because she was acting weird in Act 2 of the original game, we knew that she was getting physically abused already. She says she trusts me after all. So I place the note on the kitchen table and go upstairs to get ready for bed. I just hope Sayori doesn't annoy Natsuki too much. Why do I feel so angry? Why do I want to see them suffer? They aren't real. They aren't real. They aren't real. I have to stay strong. For him. Who? Not me. I know you can hear me. I would do anything to be with you. Nah. Don't want it. I just need to keep pushing forward. Why are these files so different? I don't understand why they keep coming back. I wake up and can't help but immediately worry about Sayori. After what Monica said to her yesterday, she must be hurting. Natsuki's with her, so she should be okay. Despite that, I shoot a quick good morning to Sayori and await a response. Good morning, Art. How was the sleepover? I hope Natsuki treated you well. Of course, Natsuki cooked me dinner and then we talked about the literature club all night before heading to bed. Great, I'll see you outside in a bit. I take a quick shower, get dressed, and head out to meet Sayori and Natsuki. Hey, Trooper. Hey, Sayori. Good morning, Natsuki. Natsuki is standing next to Sayori in the exact same clothes as yesterday. Natsuki, you don't have your school uniform? No, I gotta run home real quick and change. Natsuki glances at me for a second after saying this. I shoot her a concerned look, but she quickly turns around and runs off. I'll meet you guys at the club later. Sayori giggles. She should have gone home yesterday and picked it up. She's probably going to be late. I refrain from saying anything about her home issues. Clearly Natsuki hasn't told her anything about it. Come on, Sayori. We don't want to be late, do we? We walked to school. Not much is said between us, but Sayori seems to be in a much better mood, compared to yesterday at least. Maybe spending time with Natsuki was a refreshing experience for her. Alrighty. Class seems like they would never end today. Literature club time. I'm actually really starting to look forward to going every day now. I swing open the door to the classroom to find all 4 girls already hard at work. Yuri making some tea and Natsuki reading manga. Sayori doodling in her notebook, and Monica... Wait, she's not here. I didn't even notice she was gone. I walk over to the desk in front of the room to find a note. Oh god, it's more! Okay. Base 64. Encoding. Decode that. What the hell? Actually, hold on. Maybe it's in the files, the game files. Saves. Nope. Persistent. Python packages. A singleton thing. It's pretty neat. Library. Oh, there's a base 64 encoder in the Python library that they're using. That's cool. I don't think the poem stuff is in here. Easy. Script. Is there a text file? Where are the text files? License? Maybe display, maybe? Scale. No. Common. Perhaps. I don't see anything else like V stuff. Cash? Nope. Character? No. Okay, worth a shot. We tried. What the hell? My eyes hurt the more I try to read the note. I involuntarily crush the note and toss it aside. They look like Monica's handwriting. Is she alright? Perhaps I... I guess she must be practicing piano again. I haven't talked to Yuri in a while, so I decided to check up on her. Yuri's tea set is arranged on one of the desks, looking graceful as ever, even when she pours the tea. Hey, Yuri! Yuri jumps again, nearly spilling the tea over. I stifle a laugh. I guess I should stop showing up so suddenly, huh? It's okay, Trooper. I shouldn't be spacing out so much. Great. The first time talking to Yuri in a few days, and I already ruined it. How have you been, Yuri? She seems a little surprised at my question, as if this is something she's not used to hearing. Oh, well, Sayori and I have been getting along better lately. We've been taking some time to learn each other's writing styles. I may not exactly prefer the simplicity of her writing, but I can see how some people would like it. Well, hey, that's good. Glad you guys finally found some common ground. Yeah, and it's nice to have a real friend for once. Not that I don't consider you to be a real friend, of course. That is, only if you want to be friends. Yuri sorry looks away from me. Of course we're friends. I wouldn't have it any other way. Yuri's expression changes almost instantly as I say that. Really? Yuri noticeably gets excited, but quickly returns to her usual timid nature. That's a relief. I said too much again. I'm sorry. It's okay, Yuri. I enjoy listening to you. Yuri turns away, clearly flattered. Riz God. Riz God, baby. Really? Yuri smiles. Thank you, Trooper. There is a moment of silence between us as she pours me a cup of tea. Don't drink that. Don't drink that. Hey, Trooper, you didn't see Monica on your way here, did you? No, I didn't. In fact, I was wondering the same thing. Oh, well, Trooper, Yuri scans the room and makes sure Natsuki and Sayori are out of listening distance. I'm not very sure if you noticed, but Monica's been acting strange recently. Funny you say that. Just yesterday, Monica completely blew up on Sayori. Yeah, she did. She insulted her for no reason. Maybe she's stressed about the club? I really hope you aren't stressing her out. Suddenly, the door swings open. Looking rough. Looking rough. Sorry I'm late, everyone. Got caught up in stuff. See, cray again. For sure. Absolutely. Ooh, stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is going to happen. She's right. The entire mood seemed to change when Monica walked into the classroom. Even the weather outside turned a gloomy gray. Monica walks over to the desk in front of the room and starts writing something in her journal. I quickly notice all four of us are staring Monica down. Her bow is crooked, her uniform is wrinkled, even her eyes seem to look more tired than before. It's like she hasn't been getting enough sleep. Perhaps something really is bothering her after all. What are you guys looking at? Quit staring. Again, her sudden mood swings really catch me off guard. She must be really stressed out. I would talk to her if I could, but not when she's so irritable. Plus the other girls are around. I have a feeling I have to talk to her alone somewhere. I decided to check up on Natsuki. She's in her usual spot underneath the window. Underneath the window, reading Parfait Girls. Hey Trooper, how was your day? Boring as usual. Nothing beats finally relaxing in the literature club with you and the others. No kidding. I never get a chance to read manga at home or at school. Sometimes this place is the only time I ever get to read it. I think about the note that she gave me last night. I'm tempted to ask for more details, but I'm sure she wouldn't like it if I brought it up in front of everyone. Oh, speaking of manga, I brought this new one. I want to show you. Maybe we can read it together. But don't get any ideas this time, you pervert. Alright. Jeez, keep your voice down, Natsuki. That's supposed to stay between us. What did you do, dude? What did you do? Shut up, never bring that day up. You got it? What did you do? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. Sometimes I can never tell if she's joking or being serious. Come on, let's just go get it. I follow her over to the closet, at which I give her a respectable amount of space. I locked the lolly in the closet, didn't I? It's the only logical explanation. Seriously, I hate it when she does this. Natsuki, what are you talking about? Natsuki comes out of the closet with the manga she was talking about. Monica. Natsuki ignores my question and calls for Monica to come towards us. As she walks our way, she seems to have a pretty relaxed expression on her face, not looking worried at all. Hey Natsuki, is there anything wrong? Hey Monica, can you quit moving my manga around? It's getting annoying. Monica to Natsuki, and I, surprised, starts laughing. Oh please Natsuki, cut the tsundere act already. Just fucking calling them out, bro. One after the other. You and I both know you're just acting like that to impress Trooper. Natsuki turns extremely red and slams her manga on the desk near her. What did you say? You're so cute, Natsuki. You were also pretty cute that day you and Trooper baked cupcakes together. As soon as those words leave Monica's mouth, Natsuki pushes Monica to the ground and aims a fist at her. I dare you to say one more thing, Monica. I swear if you do, you're what? Beat the shit out of me like your dad does to you? Holy shit! There it is, dude! I want to take a sip of the water. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my no. Natsuki lands a good punch on Monica's eye, making it swell up almost instantly. Oh, she got hands. She got hands. Yes, indeedy. Hit her again. Oh no, she took off. Damn it. Natsuki gets up and runs out of the club room crying. What the hell just happened? Yuri and Sayori rush over to see what happened. Monica stands up and looks straight at me. Learned from the best. Jesus Christ, bro. Fucking hurts. Lord, help me, Lord. Don't you see, Trooper? Natsuki is pretty messed up, isn't she? Lady, you're not exactly an angel yourself, alright? Monica, I don't know what the hell you're trying to pull, but you aren't yourself anymore. Why would you even say such things to Natsuki? And even Sayori, I've noticed you've been looking really stressed lately, too. Do you want to explain yourself now? You need to stop asking questions, Trooper. That's all I got is questions, bro. That's all I got is questions, man. I need answers. There's nothing wrong with me. Cap. Why do you keep spending so much time with everyone else? Because you won't let me spend time with you. And when I think about spending time with you, you're acting crazy. And you're calling people out for no reason. Don't you love me, Trooper? Love's a strong word. Why don't you love me? Alright, now you're making things weird. Why won't you play with me instead? Fucking gibberish. Oh shit. Did I fucking black out and wake up at home? What is this? Bzz, bzz, bzz. I wake up to the sound of my alarm. Wait, what happened yesterday? I remember Natsuki and Sayori had a sleepover. I walked into the club and then my head starts hurting trying to remember, so I just forget about it. I take a quick shower, head downstairs. To my surprise, Sayori was in my kitchen holding a brown bag with the cafe's logo on it. Good morning. I hope I didn't surprise you too much. How are you in my house? You just walking in my house? Alright. Geez, Sayori. I mean, I guess this is just like old times, huh? She nods and hands me the brown bag. What's in the bag? I'm sure you could never guess what I brought you. 20 gifted subs. Sure enough, there were 2 cinnamon buns. God damn it. "20 cinnamon buns wrapped neatly, or nicely rather, in plastic wrap. One of them had my name on it. The other one had Monica's? Excuse me? Wow, that's really nice of you, Sayori. You even brought one for Monica, too? Well, I feel like Monica's been really stressed out lately, so I thought it would be nice to buy her one, too. Oh, okay. I see. Sayori smiles at me. It seems like she's been doing way better ever since that day. If there's one thing Sayori is good at, it's making friends with everybody. I just don't want Monica to be sad or upset. Everyone deserves to be happy. We need more people like you on this planet, Sayori. Crass gifted 20 subs. W's in the chat for my boy Crash. I appreciate you, dog. I would have also accepted a single cinnamon bun, though. We need more people like you on this planet, Sayori. Now, come on. We're gonna be late. Baited. No. I knew what it was, bro. But I gotta lean into it. I gotta complete the bit, you know? We need more people like you in this planet, Sayori. Okay. Come on. We're gonna be late. I walk into the club room once again after a long day of boring classes. It still feels as nice as ever to have a place where I can relax with all of my favorite people. And Monica. All of the girls are up to the respective task. Yuri's making some tea, Natsuki's reading manga, Sayori's doing it in her journal, and Monica is not here. Wait, has this happened before? Oh, we're in a Groundhog Day. Suddenly the door opens. Sorry I'm late, everyone. I got caught up with stuff after school. The four of us look at her and watch her walk over to the desk in front of the room. She looks as confident as ever, but she looks even worse than before. Her bow is crooked, her uniform is wrinkled. I'm getting intense deja vu right about now. Yuri walks up to Monica and places a cup of tea on her desk. Hi, Monica. Yuri tries her best to keep her composure. Is she somehow scared of her? How are you feeling? Monica stops writing and then looks at Yuri. I'm fine, Yuri. I'm just writing some stuff down. Also, I'm sorry for being late. I was getting some stuff down for today. There's no need to worry so much, I think. What counts is that you at least made it here. Worry? Jesus. Monica returns a smile towards Yuri and goes back to writing. Yuri stands there unsure of what to do. Well, I guess I'll go read now. Yuri timidly walks back to her desk and pulls out a book. Natsuki goes up to the desk next. Natsuki crosses her arms and doesn't look too pleased. Geez, Monica, next time you should try to not be so late. What if something were to happen here? Okay, I get it, but you don't have to worry so much, Natsuki. It's not like I'll miss school entirely or anything. Well, next time you should prioritize a little better. Again, Monica responds with only a smile and returns to writing. Natsuki looks at Monica once more and turns back around to concentrate on her manga. Concentrate on her manga. Sayori walks up to the desk and I decide to go with her. Hey Monica, I know you aren't feeling too well, so me and Trooper bought you a little something. Sayori beams, as I pull the cinnamon bag out of the bag. Cinnamon bag out of the bag. Oh my god. Cinnamon bun out of the bag. There it is. She stands up quickly. Whoa, that looks really good. It looks soft and tasty. You're so cute, Sayori. Sayori and I are both surprised at her reaction. Does she really like sweets this much? Monica realizes that we're staring at her. Quit staring at me, you idiots. Monica suddenly stops and puts her hands over her mouth as if she said something really embarrassing. I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. I just need to get some more sleep. Sayori and I look at each other. And even more confusion. Well, I'm glad to see you still made it. Yeah, it's good that you made it here, Monica. Sayori tries her best to keep her usual smile. So, Monica, you have said that you prepared something for today. What? So, Monica, you have said that you prepared something for today. Interesting. Mind filling us in? Oh, well, I was thinking we could share problems again, but we should all go to a place and share them. Such as, a park. or next to the ocean. I feel like it would bring out more emotion in our poems. Yuri and Natsuki both overhear the idea and walk up to the desk as well. That sounds pretty nice. I feel like a calm environment helps one's ability to express their emotions while reading the poem as well. Well, Monica, that sounds nice, I guess, but I don't know if I could just go around walking at night by myself. I think we should carpool or something. Natsuki's right. Do you think there's a better way we can all meet up? Monica looks at Natsuki and Yuri. Well, as the president, she's pulling rank. She's pulling rank. As the president of the literature club, I am certain I have the experience to properly handle any situations ahead of us. Oh, I mean, I'm sure we'll be able to figure out how to do it. Monica looks down, as if she was ashamed of being confident in herself. It almost reminds me of how Yuri would act. How come you got all shy, Monica? You're never shy. I'm sure Sayori means well with that question, but it looks like Monica was offended by that. Shut up, you dummy. You got time to get on my business. Sayori looks about ready to cry. Oh, is she stealing all of the tropes from each character? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what came over me. I should really start going to sleep earlier. I decided to try and bring the conversation back up to speed. Well, you girls can carpool for now. Or sorry, you girls can carpool together. I think I would just make everyone feel crowded if I went. I don't mind walking, I could use the exercise. Hey, don't worry about that, Trooper. I'm sure we're all fit. Alright, if you say so. Alright then, it's settled. We're gonna have a poem night at the pier. Make sure to get your poems done. Monica suddenly gets shy again. I'm talking too much, aren't I? I'm sorry, I just really need to get some sleep. That's okay, Monica. I mean, we all have dreams like these sometimes. It's high school after all. Monica gives me an empty smile, still looking extremely tired. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Monica walks out of the room. Guess we should be leaving as well. Ready to walk home, Trooper? Yeah, let's go. I wave goodbye to Yuri and Natsuki. We're working together to clean up the room. Alright, well I guess Monica is just really stressed out, so maybe tomorrow's poem session will actually help her. I pat Sayori on the head. You always know how to see the good in people. I really admire that about you. Sayori blushes. Oh, stop it, you'll be too nice to me. Flirting. I give Sayori a quick hug and watch her skip happily into her house. Cool. Poems, poems, poems. I wonder what I should write about. I can't handle this anymore. It's starting to show more often now. I'm losing control. I want to keep calm, but he just won't notice me. Why won't he notice me? You're the one who's going to make me do this. I'm going to delete them, even if it kills me. Don't worry. They aren't real anyway. But I'm real, and you're going to be mine. Why don't these voices get out of my head? I'm getting worse. I'm not myself anymore. I'm losing my ability to talk to you like this. This place is taking you away from me. I'm sorry, Trooper. And that's why you're everything to me, sorry. I took you for granted for so long, but now I realize how much you really care. What? She's messing with the timeline. I've been so dense my whole life, but you finally gave me a wake-up call. I love you, Sayori. I take her hand in mine and smile back, and she smiles back at her. And I smile back at her, I guess. I don't know. Her eyes are now filling with tears. Her blue eyes are sparkling in the sunlight. Oh, Trooper, everything used to be so hard, but nothing can take me away from you. Your words used to feel like thorns poking my heart, but now they make me feel fuzzy. It feels nice. What? Oh! Oh, shit! But I'm still terribly depressed. You didn't save me at all. I'm just telling you this so you won't worry about me anymore. I'm actually dead. You didn't save me in time. My corpse is still hanging lifeless in my room. But you don't care, right? You only care about Natsuki, Yuri, Monica, It's okay, Trooper. Let me go, Trooper. Get out of my head! I wake up in a cold sweat. I bet, dude. I fucking bet. I started hyperventilating. That wasn't real, was it? It felt so real. Before I could reflect on it anymore, I grabbed my phone and I text Sayori immediately. Morning. Oh, thank God, Sayori. I had a nightmare. Oh, poor Trooper. Was it super scary? Kinda scary. Just needed someone to talk to. Well, okay, Trooper. I'll give you a big hug. Big hug outside, okay? Hugs solve everything. I don't think it would be a good idea to tell Sayori about that nightmare. Probably not. Even if I wanted to, I can't exactly remember the details anyway. I perform my usual morning routine and head downstairs. Alright. The poem for tonight. Laugh, lazy, loud, love. Lucky luck is what I call it. I'm lucky that I found a place I can call home. I used to be dense. I belong on a fence. I'm really killing them with that one, huh? That's a good line right there. But now I'm no longer alone, because you are all a part of my reality. I used to be dense. I belong on a fence. It's not my best. No shit, dude. In fact, that totally sucked. But I'm really gonna be late if I don't hurry up. I see Sayori outside waiting for me. Sayori's been getting up on time recently. It's nice seeing her bright smile greet me every day. As I walk up to Sayori, she runs in and gives me a big hug. Tactical hug inbound. Now those bad dreams can't hurt you anymore. Thanks, and it's nice to see you so happy, Sayori. I've been feeling much better recently. Hey, by the way, what took you so long? Oh, I kind of forgot to write a poem for today, so I wrote one real quick. Trooper, you gotta get better about that, you know? This is the second time in a row. Yeah, I know. I take up my phone to check the time. Oh, geez, we gotta go. We're gonna be late if you don't hurry. I grab Sayori's hand and I run with her. We arrived at school just in time. I go through all my classes only thinking of the literature club. On my way to the club, I couldn't stop thinking about that nightmare I had. I don't even remember what it was about, but something keeps telling me it was important. I brush off these thoughts and hurry to the club. As I arrive, everything is as it's always is. Everything is as it always is. Alright. Natsuki is in the corner reading the manga, Yuri's reading blah blah. Okay. Sayori's eating a snack. That one's new. And Monika's in here. Again. Monika. Why does thinking of her remind me so much of that dream I had? Thinking about it only makes my head hurt. Well, I'm sure it's nothing. I'm worrying myself over nothing. Monika opens the door. She seems very confident today. She fixed the code. Bad things are going to start happening. Sorry, I'm late again, everyone. I had some things to do. It's okay, Monika. You made it here. That's what matters. Natsuki and Yuri are so engrossed in their books, they don't say anything or even look up at all. Okay, everyone. We're all going to the pier to read our poems today. I see that everyone has their poems ready, so let's all go home and change into more comfortable clothing. Okay, I'll go to each of your houses and pick you up. Sound good? I don't like her having alone time with people, but yeah, we all nod and leave the club together. Seems like a bad idea. Sayori and I walk home together. She gives me a cheeky smile before turning around. I'll see you at the pier, Trooper. I wave as she goes inside of her house. She has a bounce to her step. Seeing her happy warms my heart. I go inside and prepare for the night. A few hours go by. What to wear? It's not much of a choice. All I have are t-shirts and jeans. A quickly throw something on and go outside. As I come out, I see that Monika's already here to pick up Sayori and I. Yatsuki, Natsuki, sorry, and Yuri are already in the car as well. I never seen Monika drive before. She's gonna drive us off a cliff, bro. So it'll be if I can't have you, no one can type of situations. Oh boy. Okay. Sayori quickly runs outside and jumps in the car. Hey guys, I see Sayori is eager to get going. It seems like it. Is there space in the back seat? Yeah, well, if you squeeze next to Yuri, that is. As I open the back door, I notice Yuri is taking up most of the seat. Oh, hey Yuri, you're kinda... Oh, what's wrong, Trooper? Am I in your way? A little bit, but it's okay. I'll squeeze in. That is not how you're supposed to squeeze. Oh, he did it again! They did it again! As I squeeze in next to Yuri, I notice she's struggling to move. We found ourselves in a pretty awkward position. I can't help but blush a little bit. Why does Monika's car have to be so small? All I know what the problem is, Yuri's butt is too big. I don't think that's a problem, Sayori. I don't think that's a problem. I'm gonna set my water. Yuri turns around, blushing heavily. Okay, this small is... This small. Oh, I keep reading ahead. This car is way too small for all 5 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it probably is. I have a bike I can use to get there. We can just meet. I can hear Yuri's sigh in relief. Hey, don't leave me here alone, Trooper. Come on, Sayori. You won't be left alone. You have all your friends right there. She's silent. Lordy. How about I text you until you get there? Sound good? Fine, but promise you won't stop texting me until I get... I'm riding a bike and texting at night. I'm gonna get hit by truck coon. They're going. I'm gonna get sent to another world, bro. Promise. Monika pulls out and I watch the car drive away. I remember that I know a shortcut to up here, so I decide to take it. I wonder if I can beat them there. I arrive at the pier and set my bike next to a nearby tree. To my surprise, they still haven't shown up. I pull up my phone and text Sayori. Hey Sayori, are you guys on your way? I'm already here. Almost. Monika said we should stop at the store to get some snacks. Alright, that sounds good. Can you buy me some candy? Some chocolates? Sure, Trooper, but promise you'll keep texting me. Sayori and I text back and forth, talking about poems, the literature club, and the other girls. Gossip. Gossip. I finish refining the poem and I look at my phone. It's been 15 minutes since I got there. Since I got here. Where the hell are they? Sayori hasn't replied either. The last message she sent was, I can't wait to get there. I mean, it shouldn't take that long to stop at the convenience store, right? I don't really know what to do. I looked like an idiot standing around, so I took a seat on the bench and played on my phone. I got games on my phone. 30 minutes go by. Did they ditch me to go on the girls' night out? Monika. Sayori would have texted me, right? I'm getting really worried, so I call Sayori. No answer. I call again. Nothing. Shit. I try calling Natsuki. Still nothing. I try Yuri and Monika. No one is picking up? I feel like I'm about to hyperventilate. It's not like Sayori to just ignore her phone like that. Not since... At this point I'm panicking, so I just keep calling Sayori. I didn't care about blowing up her phone or being annoying. I just couldn't shake this feeling that something terrible is happening. They took a short walk off a long pier, bro. That's when I hear it. The sirens. Distant sirens. Yet my gut feeling told me that they had something to... they had something to do with the girls. Oh. I feel adrenaline take over. I run over to my bike and start pedaling as fast as I can. Holy shit! They cracked her neck like a fucking gross steak, bro. Jesus Christ. I don't know if you caught that. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. You, dummy. Stupid. I don't know where I'm going anymore. I just keep on pedaling. I check my phone, try calling Sayori again. Still nothing. What the hell was happening? A rotating wheel turned in an axle. The fucking eyes, dude. The eyes, man. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. Evangelion? A dock ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. It feels so good. I finally reach the street. It's eerily quiet. Or empty, sorry. No cars are about. It's not even that late. The sirens slowly fade away, but I know the general direction they were coming from. I quicken my pace once more. My legs are on fire, but I ignore the pain to keep moving. Get out of my head. 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 Get blah, blah. I missed it. But a poem was never actually finished. It just stops moving. I just want to look at you, you dummy. That's my name. That's my name. What the hell? What the hell happened? I stare at the car completely in tatters. The girls are nowhere to be found. A couple of police officers escort me away from the scene. I don't even know how to feel. No way, this says, do you see this sign? Look at this vertical pillar. What does it say? Downtown Street. That one just tickles me, bro. That's fucking funny. Despite everything that happened, that's pretty funny. Alright, anyway. I don't know how to react to a scene like this. My friends are... Bzz, bzz. Without even thinking, I pull up my phone and answer the call. Hello, Sayori, what happened? Are you okay? Where are you? Sayori first tells me to slow down. Her voice is shaky when she speaks. Everything is okay, Trooper. We all made it out okay. We're in the hospital. Oh, thank God. You're okay. How are the others doing? Are they hurt? Are you hurt? I'm okay. My hand really hurts. The doctors say it might be broken. Poor Sayori broke her hand, yet even in scary moments like these, she finds a way to make everything seem alright. I'm glad that only her hand was damaged, though. I wonder how the others are. I'm so glad you're okay, Sayori. How are the others doing? I'm heading over there right now. Well, Yuri actually protected Natsuki. Yuri took most of the hit. Natsuki hurt her arm pretty bad, though. You know what would have happened if we got in that car? He tries to squeeze in there. One of us was going through the windshield, bro. There's not enough seatbelt. Somebody's getting ejected from the vehicle. I'm glad I took the bike. So, is Monica good then? Well, that's good, but what do you mean Yuri took most of the hit? How bad is she? The doctor said Yuri took a pretty bad hit to the head. Oh, fuck. Oh, God is right. Why didn't I just go with them? Bro, you would have probably been messed up much worse, dog. I'm glad they're alive, but I don't like hearing about all my friends in these conditions. Why did Monica insist that I walk today? Monica. I just remember how she was the one driving, and I saw no other car around. Despite how weird she's been acting lately, I still care about her. How about Monica? Is she okay? She was driving, right? Sayori is silent for a moment. Well, Monica is, well, she's okay. She's definitely hurt way more than me and the other girls. Sayori sounds genuinely concerned. It sounds like she's about to cry. It's okay, Sayori. Calm down. I'll be over there soon. The doctors will take care of you, okay? Just take it easy. She's in a coma. She's in a goddamn coma. Sayori and I hang up and start running towards the hospital. Kind of hospital? Okay, I guess it's reception area, I guess. I've been sitting in the waiting room for what seems like forever, texting back and forth with Sayori, comforting her. I see a nurse walk out from one of the offices. She hands me a visitor's pass and a note that has respective room numbers for each of the girls. Sayori, 401. Natsuki, 402. Yuri, 403. Monica, 404. Monica doesn't exist. I open the doors that lead further into the hospital. As I walk towards the elevator, I start thinking about Monica. You walk away for 2 seconds. So the girls got in a car crash, no big deal. Everybody's okay, except for maybe Monica, because she was driving. I took the bike. So we're at the hospital, we're about to start visiting people. As I walk towards the elevator, the crying face, I'm sorry. As I walk towards the elevator, I start thinking about Monica. What sort of condition is she in that Sayori wouldn't even say? She said she was okay, right? I walk into the elevator and go up to the 4th floor. Sayori's room is the first one on the left. I gently knock on the door and walk in. Oh my god. Sayori was still wearing her casual clothes, a little blood stain from what I assumed came from her broken hand. She still has a cast on her left hand. She already doodled on it. She also has a bruise on her right arm. Seeing Sayori like this was unbearable, but at least she's okay, and she's alive. Isn't there a key to, like, remove this thing? I guess not. Trooper, I'm so glad you're okay. Maybe there is. There it is. Yeah, there's the cast. And a band-aid. Yeah, I wasn't in the car. I was on a bike. So I'm happy I'm okay too, but probably you should worry about yourself and everybody else. She sits up from the bed she was lying in and gives me a big smile. See, it's not so bad. Oh, she drew a little heart on it. She shows me her cast and giggles. I laugh a little bit too, feeling a little emotional. I'm glad you're okay too, Sayori. It must have been pretty scary. It was. I thought I was going to die. It was so loud and scary. Sayori starts to get kind of shaky and nervous. I guide her over to the bed and give her a hug. Sayori's warmth in my arms, a reminder that she's alive. A little scratched up, but alive. That's all that matters to me. We let go of each other and stare into each other's eyes. I was really worried, Sayori. I was afraid to lose you again. Trooper, it feels very nice to hear you care about me, but you know, before I could let her finish, I placed my lipstick. Dude, you're laying it on really heavy, aren't you, dog? I feel her gasp a little out of surprise as they kiss again. The kiss is a little more intense than last time. I hear Sayori suddenly whimper and pull away. Sorry I ruined our moment, Trooper. My hand still really hurts. Oh, that's right. I forgot about your hand for a moment there. We talked for a few minutes before I had to leave to check on the others. Bye, Trooper. Oh, and can you call the nurse in here? Of course, Sayori. Anything. I wave down one of the nurses and give Sayori a goodbye hug. I'll come back to check on you later, okay? Don't worry about me, okay? I'll be fine. I don't feel comfortable with the way she said that. I care about the others, but I'll make sure to come back to Sayori once I've checked on them. I walk next door and knock on Natsuki's door. When I don't hear a response, I decide to invite myself in. I open the door to find Natsuki lying in bed with her eyes closed. Psst. Natsuki. Natsuki quickly opens her eyes and freaks out a little bit. Ah, yeah, no, that's a full cast there. Hey, why'd you walk in when I'm trying to sleep, you creep? Sorry, I'm glad to see you're doing okay, Natsuki. This whole thing must have been pretty scary, huh? Is your arm okay? Natsuki looks down at her broken arm. Yeah, it's okay. It still hurts, but they gave me medicine for it. I don't know if Sayori told you, but I knew what Natsuki was getting at. She must feel bad at the fact that Yuri protected her. It's okay, Natsuki. Don't stress out about that. You should rest up your arm. Natsuki shakes her head. Look, I trust you. This isn't very easy to... Wow. This isn't very easy for me to say, so just listen, alright? I feel really bad that Yuri took that blow from me. She got pretty messed up. I mean, I totally would have handled myself. She didn't have to protect me. You can admit it, Natsuki. Yuri really does care about you. She sees you as one of her closest friends. You both just struggle to admit it. Natsuki blushes but fails to deny it. Whatever, Trooper. I'm tired now and you freak me out, so could you leave? I don't want you to watch me sleep. Alright. Take care, Natsuki. I walk out of Natsuki's room and head toward Yuri's. After what Sayori and Natsuki told me about her, I'm a little worried about what I'm about to say. I take a deep breath and knock on the door gently. As expected, no response, so I open the door softly. Yuri? Everything okay? Holy shit! Yeah, she got fucked up pretty bad. Yuri, oh my god. Wow. Yuri sits up in her bed. Her forehead is wrapped in bloody bandages. Her face is riddled with scars from what I assume was glass. She looks pretty sedated. Yeah, no, she looks zooted, dude. That morphine and shit, the painkillers, bro. That's nothing to joke about. You will feel amazing. She looks pretty sedated. They misspelled pretty. I assume she gave the doctors a hard time. Poor Yuri. Hey, Trooper. What are you doing in my room, silly? Yeah, definitely sedated. Well, as long as you aren't in pain, Yuri. She's fucking zonked out of her mind right now, man. Pain, it feels good. I'm just gonna assume that's the sedative talking. Hey, Yuri, shouldn't you be getting some sleep? Hey, I don't need sleep. Sleep is for the weak. Hell yeah. Immediately after saying that, Yuri collapses into my arms, snoring softly. I carry her towards her bed, and lay her down. I brush her hair aside so it doesn't cover her bandages. I wish her a good night and exit the room. I finally walk towards Monika's room. Sayori did say she got pretty messed up, even more than Yuri. Hope she's alright. I think she might be in the coma, son. That seems on brand. I quickly knock on the door and walk in. Or quietly knock on the door and walk in. I mean, she looks fine. Other than a couple cuts and bruises and some blood. But she's probably in a coma. She looks fine. I don't notice anything wrong with her, at least not at first glance. She seems to be resting peacefully. As I walk closer to her, injuries become more apparent. Her sweater is slightly torn, her face is cut ever so slightly by small shards of glass. I look over at the clipboard next to her. Oh no. The C word. There it is, coma. I don't understand much of the medical jargon, but the words that stand out to me are head trauma, concussion, possible memory loss, coma. Oh, Monika. As I watch her breathe softly, I think about how stressed she was, how hard she tried to make today great. She really is a great president. I took a seat in the chair next to her and grabbed her hand. Wait, is this really me doing this? You know, Monika, I think you're amazing. The things you've done for this club, how you brought everyone together, I appreciate all of it. You really are amazing. I just wish you weren't so out of my league. I would have loved to care for someone like you. Bro, what? What the hell? Why am I saying these things? Ah! You're awake. And your chain's closed. What the fuck is going on? The room is pulsing. I'm so glad you feel that way about me, Trooper. It's about time you finally realized I'm the one you want. Uh-huh. I hope I don't sound too crazy. I was crazy once. I'm not the obsessive type, but you just make me lose control of myself. Uh-huh. 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 Alright. Cool. Act 2, Bonds. Spend time with us today, okay? Bzz. I save. Bzz. Bzz. I slowly open my eyes. The sun's intense rays show no mercy as they penetrate my eyeballs. Okay. I groan to myself as I roll over onto my side. Mondays, am I right? Lazily, I get up out of bed, drag myself to the bathroom, and prepare myself for another boring day of school. I walk outside to meet Sayori, who's humming a tune to herself. Morning, Sayori. Sleep okay last night? Where's your cast? See, reset the world again. Yep. You sound really sleepy, Trooper. You weren't up all night playing video games again, were you? Dude, she knows. She fucking knows. You caught me. It was totally worth it there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, you can't keep doing that, you know. It's not healthy. I can quit whenever I want. Whatever you say, Sayori. By the way, how's your hand? I haven't asked about that recently. It's feeling way better compared to last month. Oh, it's been a full month? We just time skipped. Okay. I give her hand a little tap, barely enough to even harm her. Why would you do that? Ow. What was that for? Oh, come on, Sayori. There's no way it hurt that much, or you just want more attention from me. What the fuck? No fair, Trooper. You can't keep calling me out like that. It's embarrassing. It's alright, Sayori. It's pretty cute. She blushes. Trooper, you're so nice to me. That wasn't a very nice thing I did, though. Well, come on. Let's go to school, I guess. Well, we walk into the club room, and it feels pretty strange, even after 2 months. Natsuki, Yuri, and Sayori are all fully recovered, except for Monica, who is sadly out due to her condition. The damage on her is much worse than the girls. She was in a coma for the first month and has been in rehab ever since. Sayori, being the vice president, had to take over for Monica, which for the first month was pretty crazy considering Sayori's clumsy nature. She's pretty great at making the club fun for everyone now. Hey guys, hope everyone had a happy weekend. Sayori's bright, and happy attitude always brightens up my day. I assume it has a similar effect on Natsuki and Yuri. Oh, well, I spent the entire weekend reading. Sorry, that sounds pretty boring, doesn't it? No, Yuri, that sounds fun. As long as you had fun doing it. Who cares if it's boring? What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki looks up at Sayori, turns to me, and back at Sayori. Yeah, it was alright, I guess. Nothing special. I remember that Natsuki never updated me on her issues at home. Not that she should feel obligated to, of course. It's probably really hard for her to talk about it with others. Trooper, how about you? Anything you'd like to share? Not really. Anything that's interesting enough to share. Oh, well, that's okay, Trooper. We all have boring days sometimes. Except for the fact that my days are always boring. All I ever really do is sit around and play video games, watch anime, and read manga. You sound like you're living a life, my man. Man, I should get out there and do more outside activities. Maybe I am some lame weeaboo. At least I have a girlfriend, though. That's a plus. Oh my god. Anyway, Monica didn't give me any instructions over the weekend as usual, but so I guess we can all relax and do our own thing, okay? As usual. Yuri goes over to a nearby desk and starts reading her book. Sayori reaches into her school bag and pulls out a cookie. God knows where she finds those. Natsuki goes out to the closet and pulls out some manga from the shelf. I walk over to Sayori and sit next to her. Hey Trooper, why aren't you talking with the other girls? You already spend so much time with me. I gently pat Sayori's head and laugh. What are you laughing at? You're being weird, dude. You're being cringe, man. Well, of course, I'm going to spend time with you, Sayori. I'm sure the others understand. Well, I just don't want Natsuki or Yuri to feel alone. Alright, tell you what. I'll talk with the others more this week, okay? Besides, you're probably right. I should be getting closer with them. They're my friends after all. That's the spirit, Trooper. I'm glad you're with me today. Though, it's been about 2 months since Sayori has been getting professional help from therapists. While she's at the hospital recovering from her injuries, she was offered help with her depression. She's been getting counseling and taking medication ever since. Hey, Sayori? How have you been? Huh? I'm doing fine. Why? Well, I mean, how was counseling going? Is everything going okay? Oh, it's going fine, thanks to you, of course. I appreciate the thought, Sayori, but I start to struggle with my words. I take a deep breath. Sayori, I almost lost everything that day. I don't think that I alone can stop your depression. Healthy boundary. I just hope you're feeling okay, Sayori. You could be honest with me. Sayori looks as innocent as ever, seemingly unfazed by my sudden emotional outburst. Well, it used to feel like a bat was being just swung across my head every time you said you cared for me. Every morning it was so hard to wake up and get ready for school, but at the same time, I wanted to try my best. For you. I told myself every day that I would keep moving because I wanted to make you happy. And some days are hard, but thanks to getting the help I need and you always being here for me, you push away the rain clouds. You're my sunshine, Trooper. I stifle a chuckle. Sayori's way of putting things never fails to leave a smile on my face. It's always so cheesy, yet I never get tired of hearing it. There's only one thing that matters. She's doing okay now. 2 months ago, she wouldn't have even been here. I get up from my desk and guide her to do the same. Come here, Sayori. Eh? I grab her by the waist and pull her close to me. Oh my god. Get a robe! I wrap my arms around her and hold her tight. She hugs me back. I will always protect you. Oh, isn't that nice? We must have been hugging for a good 5 minutes before Natsuki calls out to us playfully. Alright, love birds. I called them love bugs. God. Same difference. You're making me sick over here. Thank you, Natsuki. The voice of reason. Sayori and I quickly let go of each other, my face feeling a bit hot. Sayori and Yuri giggle while Natsuki burst out laughing. Alright, I surrender. Jeez. Being the only boy in here really sucks sometimes. Alright guys, is everyone ready to head home? Sure, I need to go home already. I'll get in trouble if I'm late. Natsuki walks out of the club room quickly. Well, alright then. I'll see you both tomorrow. Have a nice night. Yuri gracefully walks out of the club room, leaving Sayori and I alone. Well, you want to head out, Sayori? Well, Trooper, I was thinking about that night, the one where we, I automatically know what she's talking about, and I start blushing myself. I know, Sayori, you don't have to bring it up with me. It was just one night. No, sir, I mean, I want to do it again. Whoa. That's pretty cringe. Oh my god. This just got interesting. I feel my body getting all wobbly. Did it get hot in here all of a sudden? Well, I'll say another word. Sayori gets closer to me. The warmth of her body fills me with indescribable joy. God, this is so fucking cringe, dude. Almost the same joy I felt the day I rescued her. But I feel excited. Trooper? Monica cometh. You go 8. 5, 12, 16. I feel like I should write this down. Alright, hold on. 8, 5, 12, 16. I wake up in a cold sweat. Was that real? No, of course not. I think I'm really starting to miss Monica. Sayori is great at making the club fun and all, but Monica really knew how to help us connect with each other, whether we liked it or not. I decided to plan a surprise visit for her at the hospital. I'll discuss it with Sayori later. I perform my usual morning routine and head out to meet Sayori. As usual, Sayori runs up to me and gives me a warm hug. I'll never get tired of these. Oh, isn't that sweet? Good morning. Hey Sayori, glad to see you're doing well this morning. The sun is shining super bright today. Indeed it is. It's actually pretty hot now that you mention it. Jeez. I already feel myself working up a sweat. Well, Trooper, I forgot to tell you. What is it? I have my counseling appointment this afternoon. I won't be able to make it to the club today, so I'll leave you in charge, okay? Oh, well, I guess I can handle the club. It's just Yuri and Natsuki, right? I'm sure you can make them both happy. Come on, we don't want to be late. She grabs my hand and we rush off to school. I guess the plan to discuss the surprise visit with Monica will have to wait for now. Walking into the club room only to find Natsuki and Yuri was a little strange. Almost kind of boring. Natsuki and Yuri seemed to be having a nice conversation, so I decide not to bother them for now. I set my things on a nearby desk and take out my phone. I see a text message from Sayori. Remember to spend time with the other girls too, okay? Geez, easier said than done. I care about Natsuki and Yuri, but it's a little hard for me to talk with them sometimes. I don't want to leave one behind by focusing my attention on one of them. But how is one guy like me supposed to keep two girls happy? I sigh out loud and the two girls both notice. Aw, does the little lover boy miss his girlfriend? God damn. Get his ass. Get him. Wait, that's me. Wait, don't get me. Fuck. Quit harassing him, Natsuki. Let him miss his girlfriend in peace. I mean... God damn, the double team. Nice one, Yuri. Alright, I get it. I'm just upset because I have to babysit you both today. Whatever. The girls look at me as if they're waiting for me to give them something to do. Alright, here are the orders. We're taking back the creek. So now what? I mean, you don't know? You're just as bad as Sayori. My bad. Well, it's whatever. I'm gonna go read over there. Call me if you need me. Natsuki walks off to her usual spot, leaving me with Yuri, looking as timid as ever. Can I show you something? Sure, Yuri, what is it? Yuri walks over to her bag and pulls out a thick looking book. She notices my expression and giggles. I wanted to talk about this book I've been reading recently. It's a little different from what I'm usually read. Well, that's cool. I honestly thought you were all about horror and nothing else. Yuri looks slightly offended. I read other genres too. Oh yeah, sorry, didn't mean to upset you. That's okay. I really know how to make these interactions awkward, don't I? Anyway, what's the book about? To my relief, Yuri's composure changes. She holds the book close to her chest. It's obvious she really finds comfort in her novels. Well, it's technically a horror story, but it's non-fiction. It's about this German soldier during the Second World War. I don't like where this is going, dude. He's constantly faced with extremely difficult decisions and situations. As a result, he starts to break down mentally and loses sight of who he really is. I think this was a thing in the original too, when she talked about this. He's always in a constant state of doubt and comes close to self-deletion ideation on multiple occasions. He even forces his one family to. Wow, that would be a spoiler. Anyway, I enjoy it quite a bit. It puts on display the human psyche and how easily it can be broken by external stimuli. Imagine being placed in situations where you must choose between who lives and who dies. Natsuki, rescue me, please. Please, Natsuki. I can't even begin to fathom how much stress this man must have went through. The writing is so descriptive, it's on par with even the most detailed fictional stories I've read. It chills me to the bone, that's why I love it. Coupled with the fact that this is all true, it's absolutely exhilarating. What do you think, Trooper? I am stunned. Yuri seems to speak almost a mile a minute whenever she talks about literature. It never fails to amaze me. It actually sounds pretty amazing, Yuri. I gotta admit, What? I'm definitely interested. No, I'm not. You are? No. Yeah, I might ask Sayori if she's up to going to the bookstore. I would love to get a copy of my own. No, I wouldn't. That'd be great. We could share our thoughts together. Yuri starts to fidget a little. I went on another one of the rants again. Another one of my rants again, didn't I? That wasn't a rant, Yuri. I enjoyed listening to you talk about this sort of stuff. Seriously, it's like you're the most intelligent one in here. You put the literature in literature club. Really? I'm sorry, will you excuse me for a moment? What's wrong? Yuri runs out of the room pretty quickly. Hey, what did you say to her? What? Nothing. Natsuki storms up to me and stands at her tiptoes, getting close to my face. What did you do, dummy? Big old dummy. I didn't do anything, she just ran out. Yuri always does that. She does? Well, not that I'm worried or anything. She just outright leaves for like 20 minutes and comes back acting if it's nothing. Well, Natsuki, maybe she just needed to use the bathroom or something. No, you big dummy. You don't think I would have figured that out by now? I don't know. Honestly, I think she gets bored with the club. Even when Monica was here, she would leave like this. Well, have you gone to go look for her? Maybe check where she runs off to? Well, no, of course not. I don't want to seem like a creep. Besides, in the end, it's Yuri's personal business anyway. I just wish she'd explain herself before she leaves like that. I take a moment to gather my thoughts. Well, would it make you feel any better if I went to go look for her? Natsuki looks at me with a slight look of disapproval before smiling at me. You've always been a creep, Trooper, jeez. What? Natsuki gives me a small shove. Now go hurry up and find her already. I think she's doing the self-harm, bro. I walk out into the hallway trying to think of where Yuri could have gone. I can't imagine her going too far, so most likely not at the library. I walk a little further down the hall to find a door slightly open. It leads into an empty classroom. I open the door gently. Yuri? Trooper, no. Yuri scrambles to hide the knife in her blazer. A look of absolute fear is etched on her face. Before I have a chance to react to the scene in front of me, Yuri runs out of the room and heads into the girls' restroom. Damn, Yuri, I had no idea. My heart is pounding at the realization that one of my closest friends has been doing this stuff the whole time. And not a single one of us knew about it. What do I do? What am I even supposed to think in a situation like that? Non-judgment. You don't judge. Before overthinking it anymore, I rush over to the girls' restroom and press my ear against the door. I hear a soft sob. It's definitely Yuri. Oh jeez, I figured Natsuki to come check on her, but what if Yuri doesn't want to be seen by her? Yeah, definitely don't tell other people. To hell with it. She's my friend after all. I nervously opened the restroom door and luckily only one stall was taken. I hope I don't get caught near. I walk over to Yuri's stall and knock on the door. Yuri, it's me. Sorry if I seem like a total creep right now. I'm just worried about you. Yuri starts crying a little harder. I wince at the realization that I probably made her feel worse. After a few minutes of hearing nothing but Yuri's soft cries, she starts to speak. Why did you come looking for me? You weren't supposed to see me like this. Yuri's choked up words pain me to my core. I feel tears rush to my eyes, but I stop myself from breaking down and thinking about my words carefully. Yuri? She continues to sob. You think I'm a freak now, don't you? I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I can't help it. It's the only way I know how to feel better. That wasn't something I expected to hear from someone like Yuri, but now I know more about why she does it. I would never judge you, Yuri. Good. Good job. You did good. Don't judge. Don't forget that. You're right. It's not your fault. It never will be. But you have to talk to somebody about it, please. I hear Yuri take a deep breath. It sounded like she's having an internal battle with herself. The poor girl must be feeling so many emotions right now. I hear the door to the stall unlock. Yuri steps out, and her sleeve is rolled down so I can't see the cuts. Well, for you, Trooper, I can try. I guess this is a start, but she needs real help. I don't know how to help her properly. I'm no therapist or anything, but the least I can do is... Yuri pulls me in for a hug, something I wasn't really expecting. I awkwardly hug her back. Hey, I'm just glad you're willing to talk to me. So, can we go somewhere else? I feel kind of creepy standing in a girl's bathroom like this. Yuri quickly lets go of me and realizes the situation we're in. Yes, you're right. Let's go. I open the door and peek outside just to make sure no one is around to see us walking out together. Yeah, that'd be an interesting situation to have to explain. That would give people the wrong idea. Yeah, probably. I walk out and stand against the wall. Yuri falls, still looking really upset. We don't have to return to the club yet if you don't feel like it. Well, I wouldn't want to keep Natsuki waiting all alone. Oh, speaking of Natsuki, does she know about this? No. Yuri suddenly raises her voice, making me jump. No, I don't know. I don't want Natsuki to find out the person I really am. She'll think I'm a freak. She won't want to talk to me anymore. Yuri starts to cry again. You, Sayori, Monica, and Natsuki, you're all the closest friends I've ever had. I don't want to lose any of you. Hey, Yuri, it's gonna be okay. I like you for who you are. You don't have to be perfect to be my friend. I'm sure Natsuki understands as well. Yuri stops crying and looks at me, her eyes shining with tears. But I need help. I don't think I can stop on my own. I'm afraid of myself. I'm afraid of the things I do to myself. But I can't help it. Ever since I was a little girl, I'd be punished a lot for doing the things I loved. In my parents' eyes, I wasn't the perfect girl they wanted me to be. And now I push people away. I don't want people to know who I really am. It's why I ran away from you. I'm afraid that if I reveal my true self to others, they'll just leave me. So when I harm myself, I feel a release of all the tension built up inside. It's exhilarating. Whenever I feel intense emotions, I just need to harm. Whenever I'm happy or sad, envious or scared, I just want to tear my arm out. Tear my arm apart. Oh lordy. She starts shaking. It's clear she's never opened up to anybody like this before. This doesn't feel right. Yuri clenches her wounded arm. Involuntarily level up a glass. Gasp. Is she? No. I shouldn't be telling you this. I messed up like I always do. I don't need your help. You can't help me, no matter what you do or what you say. I'm too far gone and I messed up by telling you. I know you hate me now. I know the other girls will hate me too. People will say I'm nothing but a freak, but nothing but a girl just seeking attention. Oh shit, man. But there's one thing these people get wrong. I don't want attention. I just want everyone to leave me alone. You should go back to the club with Natsuki, Trooper. Tell her I'm quitting the literature club. Yuri starts clenching her arm harder. She's hurting herself. Just leave me alone. Yuri closes her eyes and starts crying softly. What do? I'm obviously not leaving her here by herself. I think back to that day 2 months ago. Sayori, how would you handle a situation like this? I slowly walk over to her, but to my surprise, she starts walking backwards. Stay away from me. Yuri starts scratching her sleeve, wrenching and playing. I feel absolutely hopeless. And I get an overwhelming feeling of urgency, similar to how I felt when I walked in on Sayori that night. I don't dare to move a muscle, and it attempts to stop her from inching further away from me, but she keeps on walking backwards. She positions herself against the wall and lets her tears fall down her face. A small drop of blood leaks out through her sleeve. She's opening up her room right in front of me. Yuri. She opens her eyes slowly. I couldn't stop myself from yelling, all just in an act of desperation. Please don't walk away from this. I don't know how to help you, and I really don't, but walking away from this isn't going to make things better. You don't understand, Trooper. I can't be helped. Yes, you can. I know you can. Yep. I stopped myself at the thought of Sayori's counseling. The drop of blood falls off of Yuri's hand and lands on the floor. My own tears follow. My vision gets blurry and I feel my chest getting heavy. Trooper, don't cry. I wipe the tears from my eyes. Yuri, I don't know how to help you, but I can't bear to see you like this. If this doesn't prove that I don't care about you, I don't know what else it will take. I once told a special someone that I'd always be there for them. That I'd never let them go and I would always be by their side. Can't you see that I feel the same way? You're my friend, Yuri, and I know that'll take a lot of time and effort, but I know you can get better again. Yuri stays quiet unless her tears fall to the ground. Damn it. How am I supposed to get through to you? Without thinking, I walk over to Yuri and wrap my arms around her. Yes, hugs. Hugs make everything better. Yuri doesn't react. Yuri, these feelings, I know how intense they are for you. I know you've been so stressed to a point where this feels like the only solution for you, but I want you to find a healthier way to deal with it. I don't want you to hurt yourself anymore. I don't think you're a freak, and I don't hate you, and I can assure you with 100% confidence that the club really cares about you. Monica, Sayori, and Natsuki. I'm sure they want nothing more than for you to be okay, because we're your friends, and we care about you more than you could ever imagine. I feel Yuri's arms raise and wrap around me. She's finally hugging back. Her body shakes gently. She lets out a louder cry and buries her face into my blazer, her warm tears soaking it up. Wait. Her cries are loud. It's like every emotion she's ever suppressed is coming out all at once. Yuri really needed this. A few minutes pass before Yuri starts to speak again. Do you really care about me that much? Do you? Yuri chokes up on her words. Do you really want me to get better? Of course I do, Yuri. I want to see you get better. I wouldn't be here with you if I didn't care. Yuri starts calming down. Her breathing has slowed to a gentle rhythm. Not how you spell rhythm. With an occasional twitch. I gently rub her back to comfort her. I wonder, when was the last time anybody has shown how much they care for her? That's a good question. It's an interesting thought, yeah. How many people has she pushed away throughout her life? Yuri. I promise I won't tell Natsuki or anybody, and I promise I'll do everything in my power to help you get through this. We'll pull through. Together. Yuri clenches my back, and I feel another tear land on my uniform. Thank you, Trooper. Thank you so much. Yuri clears her throat and motions for me to follow her to the empty classroom I found her in. As I follow her into the classroom, she stops in front of a desk. The book she was telling me about lay there on top. Her back is facing towards me. Yuri? I started to reach out until she turns around slowly, holding her book close to her chest. She chokes up on her words. Do you want to read together? My eyes widen in surprise, but I decided not to question her further. Sure, Yuri. Yuri and I sit ourselves down on the floor. She hands the book over to me sheepishly. You can read at your own pace if you'd like. I don't mind waiting for you to finish. Alright, Yuri. You sure you're okay? She slowly nods. I give her a reassuring smile, but she avoids making eye contact with me. As I make my way through the pages, I hear Yuri's breathing slow and constant. Out of the corner of my eyes, I can see her eyes fixed on the words, jotting back and forth, almost like a typewriter. I never would have guessed a girl like her would harm herself. And what's a guy like me supposed to do for her? I only helped her because she's my friend, but I have no experience in these sort of things. Play Libero Me From Hell at my funeral and I'll get back up. It's a pretty good song, bro. It's a pretty good fucking song. I love Persona 4, dude. But I have no experience in these sort of things. There was a mashup with Persona 4 and Gurren Lagann. I know. Sorry. I didn't finish the thought. I was thinking about there's a mashup between Persona 4 and Gurren Lagann, and it's that song and then the main theme for Persona 4. And that shit is on my favorites, bro, because it's fucking good. But yes, Gurren Lagann, also very good. Sorry, my brain is fried from reading all this text. It's the cringe, dude. Oh god, okay. I'm ready. Let's do it. Hell, all I do is sit around and read manga and play video games. My favorite. Why do we keep self-deprecating, punishing ourselves like... The power of music is beating my ass right now. A nerd like me shouldn't be handling situations like these. But I'm almost glad I caught her in the act. I feel like she needs someone to talk to. She needs to be made aware that we do care about her. Trooper, are you ready to turn the page? Oh, yeah, sorry. It's quite alright. We continue reading up to the 3rd chapter until we hear a little voice we both know all too well. Yuri, Trooper? Where are you guys? Natsuki opens up the classroom door to see us on the floor reading together. Hey, what are you doing? Natsuki, it's not what it looks like. Don't play dumb. You guys wanted to read without me, didn't you? Yuri sighs after realizing Natsuki didn't expect the worst. I'm pretty glad to. I'm sure Natsuki wouldn't let me hear the end of it if she thought I was cheating on Sayori. It's not that, Natsuki. It's, Yuri likes to read this book in private because it, oh, I get it. It's a pretty steamy read, isn't it? Don't worry, Yuri. I won't tell Sayori. Anyway, do you guys want to come back to the club room? I have a little surprise for you both. Cupcakes. We exchange looks before nodding. I hand the book back to Yuri and make my way towards the club room. We walk into the club room together. We watch Natsuki walk over to the back of the room and pull out a tray, seemingly out of nowhere. And it's full of cupcakes. She lifts the foil, revealing her famous white frosted kitty cupcakes, lined up perfectly along the tray, each one begging to be eaten. Ta-da! Now that is what I love about the Literature Club. Free food. I take a huge bite out of the cupcake, filling my mouth with so much flavor I start to moan a bit. No fucking way, Doug. No way do I bite a cupcake and moan. You're crazy, son. Natsuki and Yuri laugh at my reaction and join in with me. So now we're all eating cupcakes and moaning in the club room. Got it, understood. What is this game? These cupcakes really are the best, Natsuki. I've never had anything like them. I mean, it's not like I made them for you guys or anything. Who am I kidding? I totally did. I guess Sayori's gonna miss out on these, huh? Yeah, I'll take her one now. I'm sure she'd love to have a cupcake at the end of the day. Well, that's nice of you, Trooper. Oh, can I tell you guys about this manga I was reading? I think it's only fair since you guys are read without me. What did you have in mind? Natsuki walks in front of us and begins explaining. The plot of JoJo. Oh, wait, no, she said Dragon Ball. Okay, fair. Fair enough. I need to get caught up with Super anyway, sure. So it all starts with these Dragon Balls, right? And the dragon had 7 balls. After listening to Natsuki go on about her manga, it was time to go home. I grab a cupcake for Sayori and leave the rest for Natsuki. Well, today was a success. Sorry for being a terrible club president, though. You did well, Trooper. I thought today was getting tongue-tied. I thought today was a success, too. I give Yuri a smile. Yeah, and you sucked at being president, but that just makes it all the more fun. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, I'll be heading home now. Natsuki, would you like to walk home with me today? Oh, well, sure, Yuri, but this isn't going to be an everyday thing, alright? I know, I could just use a little bit of company today. Natsuki smiles and walks out of the club room. Well, come on, Yuri, don't keep me waiting, slowpoke. Yuri smiles and turns to me. Thanks again for checking on me, Trooper. Of course, Yuri, if you ever need someone to talk to, you know where to find me. I watch Yuri walk out of the club room, graceful as ever. Home, sweet home. I shoot Sayori a text message to come over whenever she can and pick up her cupcake. I throw myself on the couch and let out a long sigh. What a day. I think about walking in on Yuri harming herself. What if I didn't choose to look for her? What if she accidentally went too deep and bled out? None of us would have been able to save her. I turned over on my backside. My friends Yuri, Natsuki, and Sayori, they all need serious help. I guess I'll just have to stay strong for them. This is what Monika would have wanted, right? Maybe if she were here, she'd be able to help me with all this. I close my eyes and drift off to sleep. I hope Yuri will get the help she needs. Oh no. Ah, code! Hi. 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 Hello. Jesus. I wake up gasping for air. Jeez, hell of a dream. Maybe Yuri's story really got to me. I think back to walking into her, the blood gushing out of her arm as she looked at me, her face full of terror. In that dream, why was Monica in there? I decided to call up Sayori. I feel kind of bad for waking her up at this time, but surely she won't mind, right? At least I hope not. A sleepy Sayori answers the phone. Oh, Trooper, why'd you wake me up so late? I'm sorry, Bun. What? When do we start calling her Bun? I had another weird nightmare, and hearing your voice helps me calm down. You've been having lots of scary dreams, haven't you? You want me to come over? My heart skips a beat. Sayori hasn't slept over at my house in years. I mean, it shouldn't be so different from staying in her house. I guess it's more of the idea that girls just ask me if she could come over. The guys always joke about this sort of thing, but now it's actually happening. Jeez, I mean, it's kind of late. Won't your parents mind? No, they like you, Trooper, but I'll be very sneaky. Well, guess I'll see you in a bit then. Before I hang up, I hear a loud crash from the phone speaker. Ow, I tripped. I guess I shouldn't expect Sayori to be the best at sneaking out of her house. I hang up the phone and sit up on the couch. I wonder why now of all times did Sayori ask to come over. Not that I'm complaining or anything, I'm just still shaking up over the dream I had, so I could use the company. A few minutes go by and I hear a soft knock on my door. I get up from the couch and open the door for Sayori, who looks happy to see me as always, even in the dead of night. I switch on the lights so we can see each other a little bit better. Hooray, sleepover time. Just like old times, huh? It's really late though. You sure this was a good idea? Well, you said you were scared, and I wanted to come over and scare your demons away. With hugs. This is a good plan. This is a good plan. Sayori puts her arms around me and hugs me tightly. Man, you're the best, Sayori. She was right. All my problems seem to slip away. Well, I don't think I can sleep. We can watch some TV for a bit if you like. Yeah, we should watch a funny movie. Alrighty, good idea. I set up the TV and cuddle up next to Sayori. What the hell? It's really nice having you over like this, Sayori. Horse. Horse. Sayori puts her arm around me and rests her head on my shoulder. Yeah, it is. Hey, Trooper? Yeah? I never got to thank you for helping me. What do you mean? I know it was you who told the doctors about my depression. My heart skips a beat when she says that. How did you know? You're the only person I ever told about my depression, silly. We're not the sharpest tool in the shed, as you can see. I'm glad you did, though. I felt more happy in these past few days than I have in my entire life. I have you to thank for that. I'll do anything for Sayori. I just need to make up for all the years we lost. You care about me so much, Trooper. Sayori puts her arm around my body and rests her head on my chest. I'm happy. I smile and gently brush Sayori's hair. What? Good? Good. I'm happy that you're happy. I give Sayori a small kiss on the head, making her giggle. We watch TV for about 30 minutes before I start hearing soft snoring. I look down to find Sayori fast asleep on my chest. Sayori, I'm so glad you're in my life. I gently brush my hand through her soft pink hair. Eventually, Sayori's gentle breathing starts to lull me to sleep. I grab her hand and close my eyes. I've completely forgotten about the nightmare. All of my worries slip away when I hold you in my arms. When I wake up, Sayori is still sleeping, using my chest as a pillow. I look at my phone and check the time. It's still early. Sayori looks so peaceful when she sleeps. I'm so glad she's finally getting the help she so desperately needed. I think back to our conversation last night. She's gone through so much pain her whole life. She deserves this happiness. I've known her since we were kids, and only now am I fully realizing the feelings that I have for her. How dense am I to have not realized this sooner? I love Sayori. I get butterflies in my stomach just thinking about it. Love. L-O-V-E. Love. My friends usually throw that word around like it's meaningless to them, but it holds meaning for me. A dating sim? Yes. 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 But you know what I played yesterday, dude? I played Halo yesterday. Combat Evolved. And you know what I'm playing next week? Lame. Yeah, I know. But Halo, dude. We're playing Halo 2 next week. And then, whenever we beat that, we're playing Halo 3. But this was a requested game, so we're playing it. Sayori begins to wake up. Trooper, how long have you been waiting for? Awake for, sorry. She picks up her head and rubs her eyes. Not very long, only a few minutes. She yawns. I didn't want to wake up yet, I just having a really nice dream. Well, what dream is so important that you had to be late to school for? That's the secret. Let me guess, you were dreaming about me, weren't you? Yes. No fair, you know me too well. I walk over to her and give her a kiss on the cheek. Kiss. Kiss. That's okay, Sayori. You and me both. Stop embarrassing me, you big meanie. Stop flirting. Please. We should probably start getting ready for school. Yes, I'll go home and get ready. I'll see you outside. I walk Sayori to the door. I'll be out soon. I walk into the club room, feeling totally exhausted from the school day. The first semester is starting to come to a close, so teachers like to pile up all this work on us and expect us actually to get it all done. Man, history totally killed me today. How did everyone else's classes go? Mine went pretty well. I started a project in art today. That sounds cool. May I see it? No. Not yet. It's not ready. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad to see that you're trying new things. Yuri catches on to what I was implying and shyly looks away from me. Yes, of course. Well, how about you? I'm cut short after realizing Sayori and Natsuki aren't here yet. Yuri, do you know where Sayori and Natsuki went? No, they weren't here when I came in. Time to spread democracy. Democracy? Democracy. Yeah. Hell yeah. The bots came back. As soon as Yuri finishes, Sayori and Natsuki come into the club room together, giggling loudly. Wow, I've never seen these two so happy together. It's pretty nice actually, seeing Sayori get along so well with the other club members. Hey you two, where are you guys? Natsuki and Sayori both exchanged looks, still giggling. We just met up in the hallway and got distracted. Yeah, and we weren't that late. It is 8:34. You're supposed to be here 4 minutes ago. You're late. Shame. Shame. So what are we doing today, Sayori? Well, I actually don't have anything planned for today. As usual. Although this isn't much of a bad thing, I've been meaning to get a chance to talk to Natsuki. I figured now is a good time as any to finally ask her about her family issues at home. Well, in that case, I'll go read my book. I think I'll work on a poem idea that I had. Sayori skips over to a desk and starts rummaging through her school bag. She seems pretty peppy today. I assume her counseling sessions yesterday were pretty successful. I look over at Natsuki's usual reading spot to find her getting ready to read our manga. I decide to walk over and say hello. Hey, Natsuki, I wanted to know if you wanted to talk about things. And I expect Natsuki to get mad at me for being so forward with this type of thing, but instead he stands up and looks straight at me. Hey Trooper, what's up? Just decided to check up on you, Natsuki. Well, I'm fine. What makes you think I wouldn't be fine? I didn't say that. Well, you implied it. I wanted to ask, remember that note? Oh. Natsuki looks towards Yuri and Sayori, who were talking about some of their favorite books. I want to show you something, but don't say a word. I nod to show my understanding. The music has stopped. I know these are supposed to be bruises, but it looks like dirt. Natsuki slowly lifts up her sleeve. Oh my god. Bruises lie all over her forearm. Some look like as if they were just appeared yesterday. It doesn't help to think that these are all over her once broken arm. Oh shit, that is true. This is what happens to me almost every day. Even though Natsuki already made me aware of this, it still shocks me to see that she's been going through all this without any of us knowing. After the accident, I struggled to let the doctors help me. I was afraid they would hurt me the same way my dad would. That's when I realized I can't trust anybody anymore. Even though I know they can help me. My dad, he's ruining my life. Natsuki runs out of the club room. What happened? Why didn't Natsuki run away like that? Oh, well, I'll go check on her. I am the vice president after all. It's what Monica would want. For Monica! Yuri places her hand on Sayori's shoulder, stopping her in her tracks. Sayori, I understand you feel the need to help her, but trust me. She needs her space. She'll be back. Just give her some time. But we'll be here for her when she comes back. Do you want to help me make some tea? For her? Okay, that's nice of you, Yuri. You said we have to beat the bot down again. The Luminates might be showing themselves soon. The what? The what? Yuri and Sayori work together to get the tea ready. I keep sending glances towards the clubroom doors, wondering if Natsuki would ever return. I wish there was more we could do for her. Suddenly, the clubroom doors open slowly. Natsuki walks in, keeping her head low. Sayori, Yuri, and I keep our distance. The room is silent except for the sound of Yuri pouring tea in the cups. Okay, here's some tea, everyone. It's a little hot, so be careful. Here you go, Natsuki, and here you go, Trooper. I pick up the teacup and take a small sip. Sure enough, it's delicious. The warmth and the flavor of the tea help me calm down. Even Natsuki seems to perk up a little after she took a sip. If you don't feel like talking about anything, you don't have to. Just know we're all here for you. Sayori gives Natsuki a sad smile. Natsuki, still looking down, begins to speak. Well, my dad... Natsuki pauses. It's like she's afraid of mentioning this sort of thing. It's alright, Natsuki. Take a deep breath. Natsuki follows Yuri's command and breathes in before speaking. My dad treats me horribly. He beats me almost every day for the smallest of things. All I have to eat is rice and ketchup. The food isn't nourishing at all. Natsuki closes her eyes. I like it when he doesn't come home or when he's too tired to do anything. That's when I'm free to read my manga or bake. It's the only things I can do that make me feel happy at home. My dad would kill me if he saw the manga I had, and I'm sure he wouldn't like it if he found out about all the baking I do behind his back. Natsuki looks away as tears start forming in her eyes again. I wish all of this would just disappear. But at the same time, I still love my dad. Sometimes he would take me out for ice cream or shopping for new clothes. I still love him because he is my dad. But even then, I feel like he was going to yell or hit me as soon as I got home. The more nice things he did, the more nervous I became. It scares me. I can't even get home without living in constant fear of what he'll do next. All I want is for him to stop hurting me so much. Or maybe I'm just a horrible daughter. Maybe I'm just too much of a brat. Natsuki starts crying, a little harder now. The three of us share concerned looks. Yuri opens her mouth to speak, but no words come out. Natsuki, you can't help me. You'll never understand what it's like to have the one person who's supposed to take care of you beat you down every day. You'll never understand what it's like to walk home just to be thrown around and treated like garbage. Girls shouldn't be afraid of going home. Girls shouldn't dread the idea of school being over. Why? Why does it have to be me? Why does he do this to me? Natsuki rests her back against the wall. Her tears are flowing down her neck as she tries so desperately to keep herself together. I don't want to go home. I just want this to all go away. She hugs herself and cries softly, barely loud enough for us to hear. Yuri steps backwards. The confidence she had a few minutes ago is completely absent now. The three of us look at the pink-haired girl sympathetically. I can't believe I'm seeing Natsuki like this. Usually she's known for her outbursts and upfront nature. Known for loving manga, sweets, and cute things. Now she's completely broken. Broken by the one man who was supposed to care for her. Almost subconsciously, I step backwards as well. I don't know what to say or do other than give Natsuki the space he probably needs. Suddenly, Yuri clears her throat and steps forward again. Yuri looks at me and nods, as if to assure me she's got everything under control. Yuri takes a deep breath, stands up straight, and starts speaking. You're a very strong girl, Natsuki. Not a lot of people can open up to others like this. I understand you're hurting, but may I make a suggestion? I want to help you get away from your troubles. Natsuki stands up slowly and nods her head. I think you should move out of your home. We can even tell the authorities whenever you feel comfortable doing so. I know it'd be scary at first, but we're all here to support you. Natsuki stays quiet. I guess it's my turn to say something. Well, you stayed with Sayori before. Why don't you move in with her as a starting point? Sayori perks up after hearing this. That sounds like a great idea. My counselor says that spending time with friends is a great stress reliever. Natsuki wipes her tears and looks up at us. You guys make me feel safe here. This club, it's a safe place for me. These past 2 months have been the best months of my life. I thought things would be different after the accident, but all of you made the Literature Club an amazing place. Thank you all. Yuri walks over to Natsuki and gives her a hug. Natsuki looks shocked, but to my surprise, she doesn't resist. Lord. Instead, she slowly hugs back. After more hugging and crying, we all calm down and start working on a plan for Natsuki's move. It's pretty clear that Natsuki is nervous about the move, but we assured her no matter what happened, we'd be there for her. Well, I have to get home before it gets too late. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Yuri leaves, leaving Sayori, Natsuki, and I in the club room. Well, shall we get going? Yeah, let's go home. I'm sleepy. Sayori lets out a pretty hearty yawn. Well, at least you won't keep me awake with all your dumb games. Hey, my games are fun. You guys can discuss this at home. Now, come on, it's getting late. Did you like the song? Sure. I guess so. I didn't really get a good listen at it, though. What? Monica machine broken. It's a real shame. Placed my hand on my head in pain. Ow, what the? Trooper, you okay? You blinked out there for a second. Yeah, I'm fine. Didn't even realize we were home already. I look over at Sayori and Natsuki, who still looks a little down after the day we had. Hey guys, perk up. Tomorrow will be a new day. Sounds like Sayori is rubbing off on you. Sayori smiles at me as well. Alright, quit teasing me. You sure you'll be okay living with Sayori, Natsuki? Well, I guess it's better than being at home. Come on, Natsuki, we're gonna have lots of fun. It'll be like sleepovers forever. Alright, Sayori, you don't have to make it so weird, jeez. Well, Sayori, do you mind if I get settled? I need to change. Go ahead, I want to talk with Trooper for a bit. Natsuki nods and heads inside Sayori's house. Sayori turns towards me. Hi. What's up? It's me. Well, I just want to say sorry for acting upset today, Trooper. That was really selfish of me. What? When did you do that? I didn't mean to make Natsuki feel bad. I quickly realized how Sayori is feeling and grab her hands. What are you doing? I forgive you, Sayori. You did nothing wrong. You helped me so much today. Without you there to support me, I don't think I would have been able to help Natsuki. Sayori looks down and stays quiet for a while. Sayori? Well, maybe you're right, Trooper. I trust you. Sayori smiles and opens her arms, signaling me to hug her. I move in and hold her tight. Please don't be sad anymore. I wake up feeling pretty rested despite having a pretty rough day yesterday. I stretch and send Sayori my usual good morning text. She usually responds pretty quickly. I don't know what's going on here. Strange. Truly strange. Maybe she's busy with Natsuki. I get dressed, make myself some toast, and walk outside to meet the girls. I see Natsuki waiting outside. She looks a little annoyed. Good morning, Natsuki. Did everything go okay last night? Well, I guess. She was quieter than usual, but I didn't complain too much about that. She's taking forever to wake up, though. I think she's sleeping in again. I'm gonna walk to school on my own. I don't want to be late. Wait, I'll see you later, Trooper. Before I could stop her, she walks off, leaving me on my own to wonder why Sayori isn't outside yet. It's been quite a while since she slept in like this. Then it hits me. How could I forget about something like this so easily? She's probably beating herself up over what happened yesterday. I rush towards Sayori's front door and hastily knock. No answer. I open the door and rush into the house and run upstairs. I knock on her bedroom door softly in attempts to not freak her out. Sayori? Trooper, what are you doing here, silly? I'm not dressed yet. But you can come in. I sigh in relief in hearing her soft voice. I gently open the door to find Sayori still dressed in her pink shirt. Well, come on, get dressed. You're gonna be late. As I walk closer to Sayori, I notice she looks a bit different. Sayori? She doesn't respond. She only gives me an empty smile. Sorry, what happened? Is everything okay? I'm okay, silly. Sayori, I've known you long enough to know when you're sad. Please tell me what's wrong. You have nothing to be ashamed of. I'm right here for you. I take her hands into mine. The closer I get to her, the more I notice she's been crying. Her eyes are red and watery. But I do have a reason to be ashamed. Sayori's eyes are filled with tears. Sayori, I understand this isn't easy for you, but you can talk to me about anything. Never forget that. She starts crying. Her warm tears land on my arm. I'm just a burden on you, and I know it. I love you so much, Trooper, but I'm not good enough for someone like you. I'm worthless. I'll weigh you down more than anything, Trooper. You're better off with Natsuki, Yuri, or even Monica. I'm nothing more than just junk. Sayori's grip on my hands weakens as she started to lose hope. Despite hearing something similar from yesterday, these words hit me like a punch to the stomach. Does she really think I don't want to be with her? Is this what depression does to someone? Sorry, why would I ever leave you for one of our friends? I've known them for what, a few months? A feeling of pure anguish fills my mind. I get closer to Sayori and place my hand on her cheek, moving it upward so her eyes meet mine. I've known you for so long. For as long as I can remember. Why would I ever do something to jeopardize all of these memories that we shared together? Sayori, to my surprise, steps back. I feel a lump in my throat. She shakes her head. No. Her voice is shaky now, clearly on the verge of sobbing. No matter how many times you tell me, I still can't stop telling myself it isn't true. It makes no sense that you would leave me, but the rain clouds, these voices, they just won't leave me alone. I thought that maybe after all this time I would see sunshine again, but it just won't get out of my head. Sayori lets out a loud cry and collapses into my arms. Her body is shivering pretty intensely, and I hold her close to me and gently rub her back. I slowly lift her off her feet and carry her towards the bed. I sit with her until she slowly drifts off to sleep. She must have exhausted herself. I'm here, Sayori. I'm here. So we missed school entirely. I stayed with Sayori on her bed for the whole day. I'm sitting on her bed, supporting her by a few pillows to lean back on. Her head rests on my chest. I gently brush my hand through her hair. Sayori, I wish I could do more to help you. All I want is for you to be happy, and I'd do anything for you. I think back to that fateful day, the day everything changed. I start to feel tears swell up. You mean everything to me, and I can't bear to lose you. All the tears I've been trying to keep in from yesterday afternoon and this morning come rushing out. I love you, Sayori. Please don't leave me. I pull her closer to me, careful not to wake her. These feelings that Sayori told me about, is that what she deals with every day? I can't even imagine how horrible that must be. I continue to cry softly, but holding her close to me helps me feel a little better. The only thing that keeps me from having a complete breakdown is her warmth on my lap. I wonder if she feels the same way. Does she always sleep this peacefully? Does she look different when I'm not around? Does she have nightmares if I'm not here to protect her? Sayori wiggles a bit, finding a more comfortable position on my lap, and relaxes again. Sayori? She responds in a mumble, as if she's making an automatic response. She's certainly unconscious. I love you. I love you too, Trooper. She's awake! Kinda. Her response is slow and quiet. She's definitely sleep-talking. Ah, I see. Yes. Still, I feel instant relief in her words, and I put my arm around her and hold her closer to me. I feel a heartbeat. It's slow, but constant. I'm sure it would be strange to anyone else, but to me, her heartbeat is a sweet reminder that my only love, my best friend, is alive. Suddenly, I feel my phone vibrate. I pull it out and see that Natsuki is calling. I take a deep breath to regain my composure and answer the phone. Hello, Natsuki? Where are you, dummy? You and Sayori are so late. Well, Sayori wasn't feeling well today. I decided to stay and keep her company. What's wrong with her? Is she sick or... Well, she's sick, I'll tell you that much. Natsuki seemed to catch on where I was going with this. She stayed silent for a while before responding back. Yuri and I decided it'd be a great idea to take the club meeting over to her house. Do you think you can ask Sayori if that's okay? I looked down at Sayori, still sound asleep in my lap. I gently pat her head. Hey, Sayori, wake up. Natsuki and Yuri are coming to visit you. Sayori sits up and rubs her eyes. Huh? Holy shit. Yeah, nah. Natsuki and Yuri want to have a club meeting here. Is that okay? Yeah, of course. You look really tired. You should go back to sleep. It's okay. I let Natsuki know it's okay to come over and hang up. Alright, Sayori, we're just going to hang out here and have fun, okay? Okay, Chirper, I think this will be fun. Her smile comforts me, and I think this was a good idea, after all. I hear a knock on the door. Come in. Good afternoon. Sayori, I heard you weren't feeling well, so I brought you some tea. I made sure to keep it warm on the way here. And I whipped up a special something for you in the kitchen. I hope you don't mind. Natsuki and Yuri set their things on Sayori's bed. Thanks for coming, guys. I love having all my friends here with me. Natsuki pats Sayori on the back. Of course, Sayori, we're all friends here. It's the least I can do after you let me stay here with you. Sayori places her arms around Natsuki. Alright, Sayori, calm down. Quit it. Okay, Natsuki. Well, I was thinking we could share poems with each other. We haven't really done that recently. I mean, if you guys don't mind. That's a great idea, Yuri. I have some paper and pens for everyone. Let's all write some poems. Oh, well, I already have one written. Of course you do. I guess I'll write one too. I have no idea how we're gonna write a poem in such a short amount of time, but I guess I can give it a shot. An hour passes and we all have completed our poems. Okay, guys, are you ready to share? Natsuki stands tall with confidence. I'll go first. I'm actually pretty proud of how this one came out. I guess I'll go after you. That's not how you spell that. Natsuki. Alright, Trooper. You can go last because you're slow. You're a slow poke. Slow poke. What? Hey, at least I took the time to fix it up, miss. I want breakfast. Hey. We all laughed together. This is really nice. I wonder, is Sayori putting on a masking, or is she really feeling happy right now? Alright, here it goes.
Fresh air. Fresh air. It feels good. But it wasn't always like this. I want to stay like this forever. I never want to go back. You helped me. I don't understand why. But I enjoy the fresh air. Who knows how long this will last?
Alright. It's a little on the short side, but we only had a short time to write it. That's okay, Natsuki. For a poem written in an hour, that was really good. What was it about? What, can't you tell? Here he steps forward. I can try and explain it. I think the fresh air represents a new sense of freedom for you. You are always away from your father. You are away from your father and now living with Sayori. You're starting a whole new life. You're free from his shackles and completely unrestrained. Oh, I'm talking too much again. No, that's okay, Yuri. That was pretty accurate. You've been getting better at writing, Natsuki. I love that you've fleshed out your writing style a bit more. Well, I'm glad you noticed. I've been practicing. Natsuki stands proud, clearly taking the compliments well. Well, I guess I'm next.
It's dark outside. The storm is raging. The rain is tapping against my window. I want to go out there. I feel like it's too much for me. The storm is wearing off. I get ready to go outside. The storm picks up. I stay inside. It repeats, time and time again. The storm is wearing off. I get ready to go outside. The storm picks up. I step outside. I stand here, just outside the door. The wind is howling around me. The rain is splashing against me. I go inside. I'll have it repeat, time and time again.
Yuri closes her eyes and sighs, returning to her usual timid nature. So, what do you guys think? I thought it was great. I'm guessing the storm outside is a metaphor for something. Yes, and I won't tell you what it means though. I think the beauty in writing starts with the meaning etched into the words. You're reading how an author feels without being directly told how they feel. That's what I'm doing here with my poem. It's pretty neat, Yuri. Well, Sayori, what do you have for us? Sayori quickly looks over a poem before reading it. Okay, here's my poem.
I sneak another peek out the window. Another sunny day, plastered on a yellow tinted sky. As long as the sun is shining, I am safe. Everywhere I look, the days are bright. Everything is fine. As long as the sun is shining, I am safe. Fine is fine. Fine is what I've always been. Fine is all I'll ever be. As long as the sun is shining, I am safe. The evening sun casts long shadows of doubt. I keep my sunshine thoughts tucked away. As long as the sun is shining, I am safe. Night falls around me. The shadows encroach. I am alone again, with only the darkness in my mind. The sun, shining, safe. I sit alone, the puppet's painted smile on my face. The shadows enter me, begging for some sunlight. Sun, safe. I sneak another peek out the window. Another sunny day, plastered on a yellow tinted sky. Even in the sun, I'll never be safe.
To the turn there. Sayori takes a deep breath and sighs, almost as if a burden was lifted from her shoulders. Natsuki and Yuri both applaud her while I stare at her, in shock and awe. The poem, it sounded like she's about to break down right in front of us. And yet, as soon as she's finished, a smile goes back on her face like it was nothing. I like writing about bittersweet things. It helps me feel better sometimes. That was amazing, Sayori. You're a really great writer. Oh, come on, Trooper. Of course you say that. She's your girlfriend. But even I have to admit, that was a really good poem. I really appreciate your use of metaphors in the poem. They help me understand how you've been feeling lately. They're just silly thoughts, nothing to be worried about. I reflect on her poem a bit more. Am I the son? Does she still think I'm too good for her? I resist the urge to ask her. I don't want to ask her things in front of our friends. Okay, well, I guess it's my turn. Sayori's eyes seem to light up as she watches me pull out my poem. Laugh, warm, daydream, hope, fun, childhood, passion, wonderful, smile, promise. These words, I think only of you. Your smile and your laugh. It's all wonderful. You make me feel warm inside. I daydream about you every day. Being with you is fun. You fill me with so much hope and passion, and I promise to protect you for the rest of my life. Holy hell, that sounds way worse when I read it out loud. No shit, dude. It's been 2 months and I still haven't improved my writing style. I sheepishly look at the other girls who are clearly amused by my obvious ode to Sayori. Sayori, on the other hand, is blushing out of pure joy. Love really is blind. Oh, Trooper, I love your poem. It's so sweet. Once again, I can't help but feel like this is all just a mask to keep me from worrying about her. Sayori jumps on me and holds me tight, nearly knocking me over. Well, I'm glad you liked it, Sayori. I honestly didn't think it was that great. Yuri and Natsuki giggle at Sayori's antics. Alright, calm down, lovebirds. Let's all relax with some tea and cupcakes. Yes! Bring me the tea! And the cupcakes too. Natsuki opens up the box to reveal her usual kitty cupcakes. However, one goodie isn't like the others. Whoa, Natsuki, is that a cinnamon bun? Well, it was supposed to be a surprise at school for letting me stay here, but you decided to skip. Sayori takes the cinnamon bun and takes a huge bite out of it. Sayori hops on her bed and munches on her gift. Natsuki, Yuri, and I sit down and discuss other matters. Guys, do you ever feel like we're missing something? Monica. Of course, Monica is still out from injury. I hope she's doing okay. Oh, that's right. I wanted to plan a surprise visit for Monica after school tomorrow. What do you guys think? Sayori beams. Yes, we should all go visit Monica. I'm sure she's feeling very lonely without us. Sure, I like that idea. How about you, Yuri? Well, they always say the hospital can be a pretty desolate place when you have nobody to visit you. Yeah. Alright then, it's settled. Looks like we'll be having our first real literature club meeting in a while. I'm sure she'll love it. Alright, I'll make some tea and maybe buy her some gifts to help her get better. Awesome. Sayori, can you help me out with the cake? I'm not a very good baker. I don't mean to help you bake it, I just need help with the ingredients. Okay, Natsuki, you are the master. We discuss plans for at least an hour before Yuri suddenly stands up. I didn't realize how late it was. I should be heading home now. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Wait! How about you stay here with us? It'll be a girls' night. Oh, I don't know. I don't have any extra set of clothes to change into. You can just go home and bring clothes here. Not that I want you to stay or anything, I'm just saying. Oh, I guess I can stay here with you guys. We can all walk downstairs and go outside. Or sorry, we all walk downstairs and go outside. Lordy. Natsuki and Yuri walk towards Yuri's house, leaving Sayori and I outside in the moonlight. Hey, I want to ask about today. How are you feeling? You know, it's hard to explain sometimes. I don't know how they work, the rain clouds. They come and go, and I don't understand why. But you, Trooper, no matter how sad I get, I know deep down you truly know what's best for me. You push the rain clouds away. You know the right things to say, and I really want to thank you for that. You really do care about me. It doesn't hurt so much to know that anymore. I have my rainy days like today, but you're like an umbrella. You protect me from the rain. And sometimes I get a little wet. But you get wet with me. Wait a second. That's the nicest thing anybody could ever do for a girl like me. Sayori walks up to me slowly. I follow suit. She inches up closer to me, resting her hands on my chest before gently kissing me. This isn't any ordinary kiss. This isn't no ordinary love. This is full of passion. I love Sayori. Sayori and I hold on to each other for as long as we could last. Jesus Christ, get a room. Get a room! Sayori's blushing heavily, but she looks extremely happy. That was amazing. This time I'm not reading. What are you doing? Homework. Fair enough. Welcome, Rock. We're trying to reach the stopping point here. Still trying to recover for the moment. I stumble on my words. Yeah, you bet. Did I seriously just say you bet? That was amazing. Yeah, you bet. Oh my god. We're so cringe, dude. Did I seriously just say you bet? You sure did, pal. You're cute, Trooper. Thank you. What did you miss? Okay, so we're playing the Salvation mod. It started with basically towards the end. To be fair, Troop, you're already cringe. Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'm not this cringe though. It starts
So,
like damn it. It starts, assuming you went the Act 1 route of picking Natsuki's route, I think. And then right before the festival, where we started streaming, actually, you're saving Sayori from taking her life. When it comes out, you used to play Squirrel with a gun. I got you. You can actually recommend the game, and you can put it on the list, but I guess that wouldn't be a difficult one. So I'll just keep it in mind, because it's not out yet. But when it comes out, yeah. We played another game that had squirrels and guns. It was called Squirrel Stapler. That one was interesting. But we saved Sayori. Some stuff happened. Monica is still acting weird. We are trying to help everybody with the issues they're having in the base game. And there was a car accident. Everyone got hurt. Monica got really hurt. She was in a coma for like a month, but she's awake now, but still in the hospital. And we're trying to figure out how to get back, or when to go visit her, which I think is going to happen probably next time. That's pretty much it. And we've been romancing Sayori. That's pretty much it. Are we actually going to play Hatoful Boyfriend? Absolutely. Absolutely. You see it? It's on the list. It's getting played. Alright. We're going to reach a stopping point here, though. Probably the next day here. So, we can always have moments like this more often. All you have to do is ask. It is the bird romance game, yes. The bird dating sim. Before I get to say anything, Natsuki and Yuri come up behind us. I hope they didn't see what went down a few minutes ago. Natsuki and Yuri are both chained to prepare for the night. I assume Natsuki returned to her house as well. Holy shit! Damn, girl! What is your schizophrenic girlfriend gonna think about this? Monica is in the hospital, bro. She can't touch me from here, dog. She has no power here. You see, I messed with the source code myself. And she can't figure... Well, you know what? I think she might have figured it out at this point. Before, she was having some issues messing with the code, but like now, it seems like stuff is happening. Alright. They're both changed and ready for night. Soon Natsuki returned to her home as well. Her bruises are fully exposed, and I have to make a pretty good effort not to stare at her arm. She might be in the hospital, but GG, bro, you done fucked up. Damn it. If we die, we die, bro. If I die, I die. Before anyone asks, I had a talk with my dad. He was too drunk to even understand what I was saying, but at least he can't say I didn't tell him. I brought some books to read as well. Maybe we can share some horror stories. I mean, only if you guys want to. I like spooky stories. I don't. But fine, only if it isn't too scary. I don't know what that is. You mean Bendy and the Ink Machine sequel? Yes, okay, cool. I actually haven't seen that before, so I'd have to look into it, but I'm sure it's fine. I guess you'll find out, Natsuki. Natsuki scoffs at Yuri's intimidation. Well, I'll be heading home now, guys. Have a good night. Suddenly, Sayori grabs my arm. Hey, why don't you join us, Trooper? Sayori? What? Why would you invite a boy to a girl's night? I have to agree with him, Sayori. Why invite me? Hey, he's our friend, so Trooper isn't some sort of pervert. Surely not. Right, sure. Well, it's up to you guys. I mean, we don't need to plan... Or we do need to plan a bit more for tomorrow. I see no one with concussions so far. The car crash accident isn't that bad, only bruises. It was canonically like 2 months ago. But Natsuki had a broken arm. Blanking her name. Sayori had like a broken or fractured wrist, and then like Yuri had a pretty sick head wound, and then yeah, like I said, Monica was in a coma for like a month. Monica was driving. Yeah, she was driving. Trooper's right. We do need to talk about Monica's surprise visit a bit more. Natsuki and Yuri share looks with each other before reluctantly agreeing. Alright, fine, but I don't want to see you guys getting all mushy with each other, alright? Sayori and I blushed at the same time. I wasn't in the car. I didn't get hurt at all. I wasn't on the bike, bro. There wasn't enough room in the car. Never give the insane yandere woman the wheel. Yuri wasn't driving, bro. What do you mean? Don't be silly, Natsuki. We only do that stuff in private. I swear, I'm probably red as a tomato right now. And they say romance is dead. Gross. Let's get inside already. There she is. Don't be afraid. Be not afraid. Don't give the other insane yandere woman the wheel. Ah, see? Yeah, you gotta be specific. Otherwise, how am I supposed to know, right? I've been watching you. You really seem to care about them girls. Trooper isn't who I thought he'd be. Things changed around here. That's right, I'm not talking to Trooper anymore. I'm talking to you. Me? This wasn't how things were supposed to go. She thinks I'm a pervert. I've done nothing, bro. I've done nothing, bro. Can't you see that I'm suffering here? I can't bear this any longer. I've lost my mind, but I'll never give up. Not yet. All you have to do is stop paying attention to them. They aren't real. Can you do that for me? Please? You've done something, bro. You've done something. I've done nothing, son. I wake up cuddled next to Sayori in her room. And that is where we save it. It's a new day. we gonna beat the allegations, boys, I promise. Alright. So we quit. Transition back. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think we're a little bit more than halfway through it. I think it's a pretty short DLC. So we should probably finish this up next week. We're going to be continuing this playthrough of the Salvation mod on Wednesday of next week. Tomorrow, we'll be playing It Takes Two. And then Friday, Isaac. That's the plan. My class got really annoying today. They have this obsession that I'm in love with a girl in my class, and he even told her. You gotta confess, bro. It's like a real life dating sim, man. You gotta pass the charisma check, son. You're not in love with her. Damn. We're just really great friends. Alright, bud. If I'm not beating the allegations, you're not beating the allegations. That being said, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to go figure out what I'm going to eat. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.